Welcome to Charisma Saves. Oh, look at you guys. You guys got little things so we can tell you apart.
What?
Yeah, you got your little ears so we can know you're Sarah. Hannah's got a little hat on so we know it's Hannah. Alex has a little heart hat so we know it's Alex. And then Randy's wearing some exhaustion.
Aww.
Because he's got a soul-sucking job that causes pain every day. It's nice.
Yep.
Thank you. So welcome to the thing. Do we have announcy poos? Anything going on in the D&D world? Again, it's really hard to sort of look for these things. We have established some really good stuff for characters for campaign 2 recently. I've had conversations with a lot of them, all of them really.
Me and Alex are trying to brainstorm something right now
Yeah.
for campaign 2.
Yeah.
I did start working on Hannah's character and have some of that on my Patreon. So, there's that. If you
Is there
want to
spoilers
get the sneak
on
peek.
Patreon?
There's absolutely spoilers. Like, if you don't want to know what the characters are or what their names are or anything like that, then don't. But if you're, like, so curious that you can't help it and you need to know what we're going to play...
Don't spoil it for anybody else.
Yes.
That's the rule.
Please keep it secret.
Yeah. It's going to be rolled out slowly. It's going to be a good time. So yeah. Looking forward to it.
It's also a good Patreon for tiefling porn.
It's
Fun fact.
I did literally just post some
very good
tiefling
for that.
boobas.
You did. I commented on it.
I saw that. It's a possibility.
I'll pay well.
Oh my god.
I don't know what.
She wants Kasdan Professor Lude.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to pay me for lewds of that, so.
Well, I'm just saying.
I could always find someone else. That's fine. I just, you source local, That's you want to
locally sourced
It's bespoke. Yeah.
I get if it's weird though, that's fine.
It's not
No,
that
it's fine.
It's not that weird.
It's not weird.
Randy's right here.
Dude, I was going to say if my character is fucking Randy's character of all people, I think I could get
Wow.
You were muted, so I couldn't hear your witty retort.
I said, what does that mean?
You're one of the bros.
It's you.
Of all people.
Yeah.
I fuck Sarah. Comma, Sarah. As unlike what the conspiracy theories would have.
No. Feed him.
Don't
Feed
start
him.
the conspiracy again.
Anyway, so out loud, the meme will, it went from Sophie to I fuck, comma Sarah. All right. Yeah, we have a good time.
Commas are very important. Chat.
Commas
They are
pretty important. That's true. So I think we're good. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we got to really do besides play the game.
Yeah.
Kill a Leviathan. Easy.
Go kill a big creature.
It's going to take like 2 turns.
Easy. Yeah. For when you drown. So, last we left off, the Keepers of Eight, in their pursuit of the essences of the plane of air and the plane of fire, had to follow the very, very, very large combination of the tempest of the plane of air that had swallowed the Phoenix's egg up through a hole. It punched into the material plane. You did so, crashing the Hartnell and leaving it not very operational after pumping multiple haste spells into it to try to. It was like in that scene in Mad Max where they climb on the hood and spit nitrous oxide into the. It was that. Yeah, it was just like that, and then the engine blew up. You managed to get to the surface, seeing the Tempest Phoenix combo thing fly away up into the clouds and away from your vision, using the last bit of your magic. You teleported to Numai's Varestan kingdom, the husband or the wife of Agnir. You and also Green Dragon. You asked for some help, got it, got a little bit of a rest, and then pursued very quickly, not taking a full long rest, so that it would be in between you and the rest of civilization. You don't know where it was headed. On the way, Saldru, the blue dragon queen, intercepted it and began fighting it, fighting alongside you for the first time. Normally having a little bit of a contentious experience in the past and in a slightly different timeline. Not knowing kind of how she would act this time, but she seemed to have made decent deals, allowing you the essence in exchange for the body parts of the legendary creatures that came. And you also managed to shut the giant hole that was punched open into the elemental plane, which is probably a good thing. You don't know how many dozens of Aarakocra from the elemental plane spilled out into the material, but as of right now, you have bigger fish to fry, kind of literally, as you have camped out very nearby, specifically a little over a mile away from the kill site of the Phoenix Tempest, or I guess, yeah, Tempest, and with Numai in tow, you've taken a long rest with intentions to fix the Hartnell, head back to the plane of water, I guess to the plane of water for the first time, back into the elemental sort of planes in general, kill that, and then use the essences to get into the elemental chaos at the center, taking the essence of nature itself as the last bit of the cube needs to be charged for your eventual fight with the Hunger, Zilladek. So, we begin with you all awaking underneath the cover of the dome of, I believe, Professor's tiny hut, near a beach. It's a little rainy today. It's a little overcast. You're not super far away from the kill site before, but you were told to stay away. You would have to teleport to the Hartnell that is in the mountains behind Indrusis. So, if there's anything else to do, now's the time. What do you want to do?
I guess. Well, once we're all up and everything, it's probably best to just teleport straight to the Hartnell, right?
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna take me a little bit to get the systems all functional again, so we should probably go.
Yeah. Just get started right away.
Okay. Numai looks at all of you and sort of nods knowingly, and seems to have already, since Agnir only needs 4 hours of sleep, the two of them were not within the
Oh God.
The dome when you awoke, just sitting on the beach. If you want to speculate as to whether or not they fucked on the beach, apparently, according to Sarah's,
speculate. We know. We
don't need to speculate. They have a fuck palace. Like,
they're not in the fuck palace right now. So if you want to speculate as to whether or not they fucked, you can. But
you turned it into a fuck
There's
beach.
no speculation needed.
I didn't turn it into a fuck beach.
They turned it into a fuck beach.
Did they? I don't know. We'll
Yes.
never know.
Definitely did.
All right.
If I need to go and start scanning the beach for, never mind. Okay.
Be
No,
alright.
I'm in a fucking mood today.
You can absolutely do whatever you'd like.
I think we should teleport and not scan for dragon drippings.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
fair. Let's
let's
get out of here.
do that.
She wishes you all well. Giving Rainier a hug and a kiss goodbye, nodding to all of you, and a little look of worry on her face, but still confident. And she sits and waits for you guys to leave. So you're trying to teleport onto the top of the mountain?
As close to the Hartnell as possible. We knew our relative location to Yndrussus because we saw the mountain, so I'm gonna try and...
You still gotta roll like normal, I guess.
Oh, I know.
Been there once.
Please don't put us in the middle of a fucking volcano or a mountain.
I don't think that's how that's... Well, with mishap, I guess maybe that's how it could work, but... Seen once?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the table just because I didn't remember what the numbers were. Okay. That's not bad. It's not amazing. It's a 60. Can I see what that is? It's not loading. Sorry.
For teleport?
Yeah.
Alright.
Here it is. Viewed once. That is...
Off target.
Okay. So slightly
Fuck.
different.
Well, no, off target's second best. Similar area is worse
Okay.
because it could be any mountain range.
So we'll just be off to the side somewhere. Hopefully not in the lava.
I guess we'll see. So, apparently I got a fuckload of goddamn... There we go. A fuckload of goddamn. Alright. A bunch of notifications pop up all at the same time.
This is a family show, Jake. Stop swearing.
It's definitely not that. Unless you want to try to make a family, in which case we do have a lot of fucking. So
True.
that's fine.
Yeah,
True.
we already have one family, so.
Well,
2?
Oh yeah, two. Yeah, two technically.
Yours is still cooking, so...
And there's no ring. Is it ring family?
Wow.
There's also still time for Icilius to shoot you in the uterus. so-
Trad! Going full trad on him. Alright.
All right, Avelios is a fascist. We have to dispose him.
we knew he was a fascist like 50 episodes ago.
I am
Oh my
the
god.
opposite of a fascist.
I mean, you cut off people's wings.
One, twice.
The opposite of a
Use
fascist.
a pattern.
You're effectively a billionaire. You can't be Antifa and a billionaire.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Wait.
all of you disappear and reappear at the foot of the mountain.
How high up was the Hartnell?
Pretty far. It's a mountain.
Like
Oh, good.
rough elevation.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check if you'd like.
I would like. That's not great. 11.
Okay. You know the classification of a mountain is a landmass that rises at least 1,000 feet above its surrounding area. So at least that much.
Okay, I'm gonna take 10 minutes and summon Aurora.
Okay.
Would you? I could turn us all into birds. And we could fly up there.
Could you turn her into a bird too? Because I might as well have her.
Yes, I could.
Okay. Then I'll take the 10 minutes to summon her. And then we can all be birds and try to find the Hartnell.
That's just like Avelios' every day. So
Okay.
Just always a bird.
So you're getting Aurora and you're
I
flying the
mean,
birds, or just
Is it
Aurora?
faster? How fast can we fly if you turn us into birds?
I could do giant eagle, which is 80 feet per second, or 80 feet per round.
80 feet with a dash.
Honestly, you should
No,
just
that's
hang
just
on.
regular fly speed.
You should just hang on to the slot.
Well, it lasts for
Because-
24 hours.
But
And
Can we
if we plan on
shift-
using it in the plane of water anyways, then
well, can we
Just-
shift into any animal, or can we only go into?
I can change it
Okay.
as long as I don't lose concentration.
Okay,
Plus, if
I'll
we're-
still
if we're gonna
summon
count-
her.
if we're gonna
And
count
then
that
you could-
10 minutes and worried about speed, like that's 10 minutes more we could.
Well, no, I
find.
just meant, is it worth him using resources right now if we can fly at about the same pace anyway?
If he plans on using it anyway, I don't think we'll
But
be in
yeah.
the plane of water for 24 hours. Hopefully, that would suck.
If you can change it and we're going to use the spell anyway, you might as well. But I will also can include her as part of the spell, and that way we can, just in case we have another one of those scenarios.
We can do that.
Alright, I'm just gonna take 10 minutes to do a little summoning ritual for Aurora.
Okay. And you do so, and the Chiron descends down from the clouds, coming to get you, and sort of walks up to you, and with a telepathic message, sort of. Can we not do that again?
Yeah, that was, I did not expect how much that was going to hurt, but
Well, sort of comes over. It's good to see you.
I'll
And
give
sorta-
her a little nose, like a snoot scritchy.
Sort of nuzzles up. Anyone else's roll 20 being weird?
Mine was not letting me log in for a bit.
The music was a little choppy for me earlier, but
I don't have
It
any
just-
music for Rolls 20.
You may have to refresh.
No, I already did that. Thank you.
No, I mean
I
to.
was gonna say, is there even a battle map? Because mine's just blank.
No,
yeah,
there's a
it's
battle
the-
map.
It's the same one
It's
from
the serpent.
last time.
Oh, I just have white squares. Like there's nothing there. And it's being slow as fuck.
I'm doing slow. That's okay. Don't worry about it. So,
Oh, yeah, mine's super fucked.
it's irrelevant.
Oh well.
Okay, you have your Chiron. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna tell her we're gonna be birds for a bit and maybe other things. So just travel with us for now.
Okay.
And I will use animal shapes to turn us all into giant eagles.
All right. All of you, I'm assuming except for Velios?
Yeah, I'll just fly myself.
Unless you
Well, if we want the
unless you
spell
want
to apply to him
Oh,
later,
yeah,
don't you have
true.
to be included?
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Okay. So you become birdier. All right, and you all fly up.
Is the amount of birdness based on the volume or mass of the bird?
Well,
Are you a borb?
I would assume that he's more like a bird now than he was before because he's also semi-humanoid, and that he has sapience.
But in this universe, birds can be sapient. Aarakocrans are basically bird people. It'd be like saying,
Yeah, you just said bird people. Isn't that weird how you separated that? Anyway, so
well, yeah, that's because I'm coming from reference from a universe where there aren't bird
yeah,
people.
and to have a tiny brain when it comes to determining bird politics, and it's
I'm just
really
saying,
fucking
if I
disappointing,
get
to be
turned
totally
into a
honest.
chimpanzee, I'm not more of an ape than I am right now.
That's not what that is. That I didn't say what? It's not the same thing.
My roll
Be
20
ape-
just
you-
died.
you'd be chimpanzee-er.
Sure.
Yeah. In this case, he's
But
more birdie.
both are apes. Both are birds.
Oh, look at that.
I don't think.
Well, Tony is all the way good now.
It's fine. It's
Oh,
irrelevant.
mine's loading now. Maybe refresh.
It is,
I don't know why I'm being a
It
pedantic
It is
fuck.
still
Sorry.
irrelevant. We do not need roll 20 right now.
I do for the ambiance.
No, you don't. So, I don't have any fucking ambiance for this. I have
There's
a,
music.
There's music.
I have music, but I mean, it's just,
That's what it is. What do you think it is?
No, I mean, I don't have like. You'll see. So, you get up in the air. You know where the fuck this Hartnell is. Go ahead and roll me perception checks. Two of you can.
I will.
Nope. You don't have your goggles on. You got the bird
true.
statistics. So two people that want to roll dice rather than.
What's
thought
the
you kept your
giant
mental
eagle
stats.
statistics?
Not for this. You're looking through its physical eyes. It's not a mental
Oh.
stat.
For animal shapes, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Sure. And you're looking through its actual eyeballs.
The wisdom is perception.
And you're looking through its eyes. You have better eyesight now, Alenia, than you did prior. He has worse eyesight than he did prior. It's your eyes. You also get
I
keen
think that
sight,
makes
which is
sense.
good.
It's good. Like if
Yeah.
it was,
If
if it
it's
was
a
like
save,
an investigation
different.
or something,
Yeah.
but like he's perceiving.
Well, usually they come with like a separate thing where it's like, oh, they have plus whatever to perception rather than it being.
Eagle has +4.
Yeah,
Plus 4
like that.
and keen sight, which is
Yeah.
advantage. Unless you would like to have worse eyesight for no reason.
I'm fine keeping the mental stats like the spell says.
I'm telling you what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm not asking. This is how it works. Your eyeballs work a certain way as an eagle. Your mental stats, your wisdom, your insight, your ability to discern things, other forms of perception, sure. But if you're just looking, nah. So who wants to roll for being a fucking eagle? To just find the Hartnell.
I'll do it. It's +4 and advantage.
Yep. And then one other person gets to do it.
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it. Okay.
20.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tim.
22.
22 and 20. Okay. After about 10 minutes or so, it's not super hard to find the Hartnell. It is now tipped up. It doesn't seem that there's been much precipitation on here either. So mostly you decide to look for the big blast hole and then go adjacent to that. Doesn't take a long time. You find it pretty quickly. And you can land down. There's plenty of space around the Hartnell. And with a 20 and a 22, you can definitely see in the ground as you get there footprints that were not yours.
Oh.
And they're not Aarakocran. Somebody came and looked at this. They couldn't get in.
Fire elementals.
What do the
No.
foots look? The feet. What does it look like?
Pretty clearly draconic.
Okay.
Can I like inspect the outside of the Hartnell to see if anything's been?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we kind of assumed, but it'll change us all back into humanoid form when we land.
Sure.
17.
You don't see anything like any forced entry attempts or anything like that. Seems like there was some like, what's this? But they didn't have enough to get in, so it's not as though the Hartnell is much of a secret at this point. It's more of a desire.
I'll take the key out and open it up and
Easy enough. You do so.
sort of survey the damage.
There's shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll start helping to like pick stuff up and try to write things, like clean the console.
She starts doing so, and then the professor walks over and presses the reset button on the console, and it
Oh,
it's like a desktop. And so it has enough power. It's in low power mode right now. It does need some things adjusted and fixed. Specifically, like I said, that the in the central tube in the thing is sort of cockeyed. But other than that, you don't know how long it's going to take. It depends on some rolls. But if you and someone else would like to try to do stuff, because you can definitely see it's going to take a couple hands, because someone's going to have to hold as you bring that shield down. Someone's going to have to hold it. And
going to be like tinker checks or?
Yeah, they're going to be general repair checks. Yeah.
Okay.
I assume Icilius is the most competent to help with.
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. Other than that, the rest of the Hartnell seems to be it is operational, but a lot of the doors are locked, implying it has like minimum processing right now. So you can sort of hear as you begin. There's sort of like a flicker, and a purple tiefling hologram sort of flickers and. Not great in here. If you could fix that, be great.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry. We had to get through a hole. I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
And then just leaves. Okay.
I'll start working on whatever seems the most dire in need of repair.
Sure. All right, there's going to be a few different things. So, this first one is actually going to be a strength check.
Okay.
Just because you gotta hold up this apparatus as you slide the sort of what seems to be like the glass tube around it. It has some coolant in there for this what you would call the temporal piston, and it just needs to be held into place while you. Recalibrate some of that stuff, and then change sort of there's like a point here that a couple of the cables are snapped. You need to attach the cables and get them pulled back. So someone can help hold that up while you make a tinkering check. So who wants to make a strength check?
Probably Alenia.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So Alenia, you hold it up, and then as you hold it there, just steady.
You said a strength check?
Yep.
That'll be 18.
Okay, that's enough as you sort of hold it. It's not super heavy. It's just a little awkward to wield as it's just sort of oblong and strange. At this point, it'll just be Icilius understanding what you need when you need it, and trying to help out and kind of being an assistant to surgery right now. So you go ahead and you start connecting different wires and pull it back into place. So go ahead and make me an intelligence check with proficiency and just a regular tinker's check from Icilius.
That's a nat 20. 31.
Hey.
16.
All right. With the help from everybody here, you're able to pretty quickly attach what you need, realign it, slide the whole thing up. We're skipping a whole check for that because you very quickly and efficiently took care of that. Slides back up, and you walk over to the front of the console and sort of press in some information and reboot the desktop basically, and stuff starts to turn on, and there's the lights rise up, and you hear a few clicks around, and the several of the doors sort of open up, meaning that your bedrooms are available, the bar is available, and maintenance is available deeper within. The Hartnell itself, you hear this sort of like, whew, almost like an exhale in a way, as it's just sort of like, thank you, as you sort of hear it echo throughout the console room.
Oh, I'm glad you're good. I hope the haste spells were at least a bit of a rush. I'll kind of like gently stroke the console. Not in a sexual way. Why you gotta make that face?
I can't feel that, but we could install something haptic in the future.
We definitely should.
Well, looks like we're getting back to it.
Yeah. Water plane's next, so get ready.
Well, I'm not a boat.
No? You could be. No, you're too dense. You got a whole demi-plane in here.
Could not be a
You're
boat.
gonna sink like a rock. Like a rock with a demi-plane in it.
So will you?
Yeah. I can breathe underwater, though. So,
Do you need to be underwater?
I don't know. It's the elemental plane of water, not full of water.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Seems like water breathing would probably be helpful.
Wouldn't hurt.
So, did we have to do anything else before we...
That's it.
No. Just
All right.
trying to get the last one.
Let's do it then. No. Get the tuning fork for the elemental plane of water ready and
Okay.
cast plane shift.
All right. And just the elemental plane of water.
Did we have... Sorry, did anyone else have in their notes where we were specifically looking?
We definitely had a spot. Oh shit. My
The
notebook's
Isle
over.
of Dread, or the Citadel of 10,000 Pearls. I think the Isle of Dread.
Hold on. I have notes too.
Yeah, the Citadel of 10,000 Pearls / Isle of Dread. The Isle of Dread connects to the material.
Does the Citadel of Pearls sounds more like a place to go to find out more about it? The Isle of Dread sounds
Do we know if
dreadful.
they're gonna be hostile or not?
Yeah.
Right. Well, if the other planes are any indication, then it's probably going to be closest to the barrier to the material.
I don't think we got much on the water plane, if I
We
remember
didn't.
correctly.
No, we
Some
just
geography.
know. Yeah, we know that it's mostly just endless ocean with some islands there. And that we're probably gonna find it amongst shipwrecks.
I think the Citadel sounds, just by the name, more like. But
Yeah,
that's
no.
probably a
The
bad.
place we should probably go.
It's a book cover situation. I'm kind of afraid it's going to be like the opposite. Maybe the Island of Dread is like, ooh, very nice. And then
It's
the
like Greenland and
thousand.
Iceland.
you know, those
Yeah, those famous places.
from the fantasy novels that are popular.
Well, what you do know is there is the Citadel of, we call it the Citadel of Pearls?
The
10,000
Citadel of
pearls.
10,000
Citadel of
pearls.
10,000 pearls. Yeah. Okay. And also you know a little bit more about the Isle of Dread, which is an island on the plane of water that is connected to the material plane, that has a constant storm over top of it, and part of the mythos is that shipwrecks that are sometimes lost and never found end up here, and it sort of creates like an artificial reef around the area. As far as the Citadel of 10,000 Pearls, you can make a history check with disadvantage. Because you have a name.
20.
Anybody else?
I
Proficient
many-
in history.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
proficient.
Okay.
that should be.
With
23.
Yep.
with disadvantage.
Oh shit, you're right. 20.
16.
Okay. Okay, so what you collectively between the three of you, the Citadel of 10,000 Pearls is definitely, it has something to do with the Merid, an aquatic people, and that's apparently their kingdom.
Did we find out if they were hostile or if they were like?
You don't know.
I feel like we go there. We try like we did with the others. We try to go to a population center, see if we can find aid or a guide or anything.
Hopefully they don't try to kill us.
It is under the
Yeah.
sea.
We have animal shapes and we
I
can
mean, live your
levitate.
life. It is the elemental plane of water, not, a normal ocean. So, whatever you guys want to do. Either
Plus,
way.
we can't really communicate as fish or whatever we go as.
Professor can use alter self,
Yes.
so she can have like the actual, things
Does
you
that
need
give
to
her
talk
a
underwater.
Swim speed?
Yeah,
That
it
comes with
does.
its own speed, yes.
Does it? Okay.
I think it's the same as my walk speed. So 30.
Also, Agnir said that he could cast water breathing on us if it needed to be.
Yes, it just doesn't help with underwater mobility.
Hopefully we won't have to worry about that quite yet. But I think if we try to seek out other creatures who I'm sure are trying to escape as well, we might be able to... They might be able to point us in the right direction, you know?
Sure.
So, I'm for the Citadel.
I still have my manta cloak too. Cloak of the manta ray. I could put that on. It gives me 60-foot swim and I can breathe.
You should probably just have that on for this.
Yeah, no, it's not attunement either. So I just looked it up to make sure.
Sure.
So, Citadel?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. That could work. So. Take some time. talk about it. And you cast. There we go. Move that up. And you cast Plane Shift with the tuning fork you have. And. You think it took? You look into the Hartnell, and the displays are just jet black.
Oh boy.
How are we on dark vision? Because if it's we're deep underwater, or if that even means anything on the plane of water, might be short a light source.
I mean, I could pretty much cast light at any point. I just need to be able to.
Like an
Cast it.
anglerfish.
I was
on
gonna say that
something.
sounds like a scary way to get caught.
I'm more worried about the fact that when I open this door, I think
It's just gonna be water. Didn't we do this before though?
There's an air pocket around the immediate space.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we've done this before, where we went underwater with the Hartnell and we walked out.
On the floor of the sea.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to wait to hit bottom?
Oh, are we not?
We still sinking? Do I have any sort of like date? Like it's just black? Do I have no
Correct.
Do you have a
data?
barometer?
Okay.
To test the pressure?
Yeah.
As you get
Well,
Yeah,
we're
as you get
insulated
deeper, it would-
inside. Like the Hartnell's its own space, so I don't know.
You also don't know how the pressure of that
Yeah,
works.
the elemental plane
You don't
works.
know where the top is or where the bottom might be.
Okay, so there is a pocket of air around the Hartnell that should keep it dry, relative.
Correct. You did this in the astral plane as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go open the door.
Okay. You walk over and you open the door. And the light from the inside of the console room lights out about 10 feet. And you're definitely underwater.
Okay. Can I scan to see if there's any pressure difference happening? To see if, like, we're moving downward or what? Or in any direction, I suppose?
How's that scan work?
Sc-
I
Well,
don't
if
know.
you're
I
on
mean,
the
I guess
bottom, can you just,
water
like-
isn't a stationary... I mean, that's fair.
You don't know?
How far
it's not
away
a submarine. You didn't.
How far away is the water that, like,
About
isn't...
5 feet. Ooh, a 5 foot of space.
5 feet. You want to stick your spear into it and see if, like, you can tell if we're moving relative to the current?
Okay.
Or I could get a stick or something. I guess I do have a workshop. I could probably go find something.
No, I'll just shove my spear out there and see.
Okay.
Alright. Shove your spear out and into the water, and it sort of.
There's no, like, current or downward pressure or upward pressure or anything that's, like, moving it.
Doesn't seem to be.
If we were falling down, wouldn't it get pushed up? Because it's just a lighter object?
I would think there would be resistance from the, like, if we were going down, it would like tip.
Yeah.
So
So,
you
like-
can just summon your spirit will. You could put light on it and throw it.
I could. Do you want me to just toss it out and see where, like, if it falls or if we fall past it?
You could try it.
Hopefully, there's nothing that blocks the resummon. That would be awful.
It's like fucking soulbound to me here, but well, not really, but okay. I'm gonna cast light on Hope's Point. And I'm
Mhm.
going to
And then
throw it out the door.
Guess I could have shot an arrow too.
Okay.
This would be a little bit more visible.
Go and roll I guess just an attack. See how far it goes. Do you want it to go far?
Yeah, I want to see how far it'll.
Okay.
That'll be a 26.
Okay. So you send it into the water, and it goes for a little bit, about 20 feet, and then it starts to sink. And you're watching. Go roll a perception check since you're hanging out the door.
16.
Okay. It sinks sort of like sideways, implying that down is maybe a little bit of angle, and then
Okay.
maybe 40 seconds of it going, it just blanks and disappears totally.
I'm gonna summon it back.
Okay, you do. Light is off now.
Okay. So down is that way. Kind of like show the angle. So we're not upright. Exactly.
I would think if there's a city, it would be based near the bottom, so it has something to. Unless, I mean, there are underwater mountain ranges, though. It would still probably help to be at the floor. Is there any way I can try and pilot the Hartnell to go towards that direction? I don't know how if I can have control underwater, because it's designed.
Physical flight controls.
You're not flying.
Right, but that's what I'm asking. So it can't maneuver in the water.
It can
at
very
all.
slowly maneuver.
Okay.
It's a
How?
wow.
Like how many feet around?
Yeah, what's its fly speed? 30.
Oh, I don't know what we said though.
You should have it. I thought whenever it got flight.
That's a good point. It's probably in my binder. Give me 1 sec.
Probably under the fly spell, which is what 30, 60.
I know you had a whole printout. I don't know. We haven't really had to worry about it since we've had to physically fly somewhere. Like,
I still gotta frame this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
I have 2 copies of this too if you want the other one. Flight 50 miles per hour
Okay.
is the flight speed.
How many feet per second is 50 miles per hour, Randy?
Probably like 3,000.
Wow, 3,000. 3,000 3,000 feet per second.
73.3 feet per second.
Okay, so about 70.
Okay. Is that how much is that reduced by when underwater?
I guess you'll find out.
Probably half or more, I assume.
All right, I'll try to start piloting the Hartnell towards the sea floor, for lack of a better word, and see how
Okay.
the speed is.
Be about 450 feet per round.
Towards the seafloor. You don't know where the seafloor is. You just
Well,
know-
whatever the direction was that Alenia pointed out that the spear was
Oh,
heading towards.
down.
Down.
Okay.
That's why I said sea floor, for lack of a better word.
Sure. You find yourself already sort of moving in that direction. And you shut the door and keep it going that way. It doesn't seem like you're going very fast at all.
Okay.
But you are making some move. How long do you want to stay at that?
Can I just tell the Hartnell to keep doing that while we have a quick discussion, since the
Sure.
Hartnells. So did we want to get out there and just try and look, or did we want to hope that there's a bottom that we can get to?
What I'm worried about is where is the Hartnell gonna end up if we leave it floating in the middle of nowhere?
I can disguise it. I don't know what I'll disguise it as. Maybe no, not a fish. There's
It'll
always
get
a bigger
eaten.
fish. Fish
Just a
always.
rock. Just a rock again.
Yeah, rocks
Rock, the
float.
classic disguise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll be like a
Floating rock in the
Yeah.
plane of elemental water. Okay.
Oh.
I'll figure something out. Either way,
Wait,
I'm
the
not that
Hartnell's
worried about it.
sentient. Can it try to keep itself about the same level?
Sure, I can ask the Hartnell too. Hartnell, if when we're gone,
Yeah.
can you try and
Yes.
avoid getting
right here.
eaten? Yeah, I know. I never know where to look because I'm inside you. So
Everywhere.
yeah, that's I
Everywhere's
need to
fine.
install. I need to install eyes at some point. It's awkward.
Don't do that.
Why?
Put Google
Basically,
on it.
if you're gonna get eaten, you should teleport to us.
Not immediately. What if we're in the middle of something?
How am I
I
supposed
guess,
to know if
but,
I'm
like-
being eaten?
Something would be swallowing you.
I'm on the inside.
But you
Well, something.
do you not have access to the outside cameras? Because I know we've used
I
the
do when
sensors.
you do.
Okay, remind me to wire that up so you can have access to your outside cameras. Jesus.
It's not really how I work. I'm on the space on the inside.
Yeah, okay. The big breakthrough I had was connecting the outer portion of the Hartnell to the inside of the mechanics of the plane, the demi-plane. I can fucking wire up a camera between the two.
You could always wire up the eyes and have the eyes look through the monitor.
Yeah, if we can see it on the monitor, I can just screen capture.
If you're in charge of them, yeah.
Can I not just admin control and be like, you have that's probably a bad idea. What if you turn evil? That'd be horrible. You could probably destroy the universe. That wouldn't be good. Don't destroy the universe. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, try not to die.
I'm also worried about if we leave and then we get somehow split up, then we're just lost.
How are we gonna see where we're going, and how do we know? Do you know if you were on target or not? Like,
That's not. It's
the plane shift doesn't.
no. It's not like teleport. It just it's supposed to just work based on where you're telling it to go. And I aimed for the city, so we should be nearby.
Well, it's
Maybe-
a citadel,
Yeah.
so it could be hidden.
It's called the City of 1,000 Pearls, or the
10,000
Citadel of
pearls,
The
yeah.
citadel of 10,000 pearls.
You'd think that'd be
Easy to spot.
noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah, but if
If you,
You
are
had
trying to
10,000
reach the city of
pearls.
brass, for example, you might arrive in the streets of steel before the gate of ashes, or looking at the city from across the sea of fire at the DM's discretion.
Yes. But it's within the general vicinity.
You could be looking at it across the sea of fire right now. You don't know.
You mean the sea?
Of fire.
There's
Called
no
the Sea
fire.
of Fire.
No. But you could be.
Oh, were you making a joke based on the description of the...
You don't know.
Gotcha. I think I know. Okay.
But it should be within.
There's not a
Our area.
specific... You expect it to be reachable. You don't know shit about this place.
I think our best bet...
You literally dove into it.
We go out there as fish and try to fucking.
I'm not going to be a fish. I'm going to alter self.
Well, me and Aurora are gonna have to be fish here.
Those of us who turn into fish will have blind sight.
Okay. Then yeah. Maybe wait to alter self until we get somewhere where you'll probably have to talk. Or
Okay.
you'll know that you need it.
Sure. Because I'm not going to be able to see out there anyway, probably. Without blind sight, at least right now. Although I don't know how much blind sight's going to help either. How far does blind sight go out?
We could be whales with 120 feet or sharks with 30 feet.
Whales need to breathe.
As it can hold.
So sharks.
Well, I mean, it depends on how long you expect to be able to stay underwater.
Sharks.
Can do sharks.
I've always wanted to be mostly cartilage.
You also can't stop swimming.
Yeah. You die of lack of oxygen.
No, you just die because you sink.
Oh, I thought it was because they didn't. Sharks are one of the only fish that don't have.
They
What's
don't
the
have
word?
a swim bladder.
Their gills don't do the thing. Open and close. So
I
they
don't know
gotta
about that.
move to push water through them.
But I know that they don't have a swim bladder, and so they'll sink. If they don't stop swimming.
What idiots.
Those-
Remember that time we killed a giant shark?
Yeah.
Multiple.
The time when we cast Water Walk on the shark? Is that the time you're talking about?
That was the most fucked up thing we've ever done.
That was-
Avelio shot teleportation arrows
We teleported it onto
at
the
it,
deck
and
of
then
a
right
boat.
into the deck, and then it just flailed around and bit you people. Yeah,
Good times.
it's like
It wasn't
fucking-
very elegant, but and then it
No.
exploded.
You know those ships in the Japanese seas that like stop people from killing animal wildlife?
Yeah.
They definitely
like
would have
the-
shot water cannons at you fuckers.
I don't think they did. They throw smelly stuff, right?
They shoot water cannons and do smelly stuff. Yeah.
Someone needs to invent a hat that doesn't cause hat hair.
Just don't have hair.
Bald
That's gonna be
Shave
the-
that part of your head
Shave.
only.
That's the
Shave it
professor's next breakthrough is hair-free hats. Hats that style your hair while you wear them.
To the same style every time.
No, you'd be able to pick. You'd be like, hat, give me a sweet fade, and it would do.
It would line you up. Get real
You have
crispy.
those sick edges.
Real crispy. All right.
Ugh.
Okay, so we're doing fish, and we're gonna go look around.
Yes.
All right, Hartnell, try and not get eaten. I'm gonna turn you into a big sea anemone, so hopefully nothing tries to bite you.
Sea
What about a
enemies are
rock?
attached to the ocean floor or a coral.
Okay, I'm gonna make you a big spiky thing.
The urchin?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sea urchin.
Don't those get hurt eaten too?
It'll be a big one, shaped like a heart.
Urchins are prided for their insides.
Yeah, they like hunt those. I grew up near a water base. I have to imagine Elenia knows a little bit about fishing, but
I think the spiky defense thing is
I think rock is way less obvious, and no one goes, I'm gonna eat that rock.
I believe there are probably animals that eat rocks.
Okay,
We
but
met rock
it's
people.
way less likely that it's going to eat a rock than it's going to eat a giant sea creature that has meaty insides.
I don't know. Rocks help with digestion.
After the world ends, I'm gonna figure out how to turn the Hartnell into water to disguise it. Okay, so we're gonna go with a big spiky rock
There you
shaped like
go.
a heart.
Sure.
You ruin it every time.
Okay.
Or do I make it better? Do I stay on brand? Okay.
The brand got us caught last time when you made it a heart bush.
And that worked out. We got 20,000 gold worth of diamonds, so you're welcome.
Didn't one of you almost get killed?
Almost is the opportune word in that sentence. You
All
can't
right,
almost die, you can only die. I know. I've died multiple times.
I don't technically have a rebuttal to that.
Hmm. That means I win.
Sure.
So a big spiky rock floating in the endless abyss of the and then also you are fish? Sharks
Yeah.
specifically?
Sharks.
Hunter sharks. Yes.
Okay.
I'll send the stat block.
And then Professor is alter self.
I'm gonna do the fish too for
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
All right.
This is the blind sight thing, and
Okay.
might as well save the slot for now.
So the Hartnell does that. You said the stat block then?
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
chat for this call.
All right, so now you have all that, and you kind of have to exit the Hartnell all together at the same time, right? Or can you turn it on and off for each individual? Right?
It doesn't explicitly say if it's everyone or one at a time.
Either way, I'll let you. You know, you can jump in the water like those deep sea movies where they have a base at the bottom of the ocean and then they have scuba divers that go down into the ocean. Deep Blue Sea with is that Samuel L. Jackson?
It is.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So you do that, and sharks, and you have a general awareness of yourself. Right now, it's a little weird at first, and you have that compulsion to move forward to breathe, which is interesting and different.
Swim in circles.
So you swim around a little bit, start to get acclimated. Any two people can make perception checks once you get out here.
Now, my perception would carry over for the modifier, but not the proficiency, right? So I'd have like +6 technically.
What are you trying? How are you trying to perceive things? Are
If
you
I was
using
just-
the organs of the shark? Because you do not have your goggles.
No, but you
You
keep
have
your
your-
mental stats, so my wisdom would still be 22.
Yeah, you have. It depends on how you're doing it, right?
Right. I was just asking, like, if I roll the perception check.
So the mental stats are for stuff like saving throws, specifically. Like,
That's weird. Okay.
yeah. So it just depends on what you're trying to do, because you. So, if you want to try to use your, for instance, wisdom for insight, sure. But if you're using the organs of the of your shark form to see, you only have vision out to the length that you see. You don't carry, like if you had Supreme Dark Vision, for instance, unless you had something like Eldritch Witch Sight, which would carry over. So it just depends.
I was just
it just
talking
depends.
about, like, if I rolled the base perception check, would it be +6, or would it be whatever the shark has?
It depends on what you're trying to do. So what's a base perception check? Doesn't mean that, are you using your sight?
Just using the eyes to, like,
Then it
look
would
out
be
for
the
city?
sharks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a +2.
Because you can only see the limitations of the form you are in this scenario.
Oh, yeah.
I can do one of the rolls.
Yeah, what are you looking for? Well, I guess we can't really talk with sharks.
Do sharks have language?
Nope.
Sharks are dum-dums, aren't they? There's fucking himbos.
Oh,
Look, there were underwater species that had a language.
I bet
but
octopuses
he-
could communicate, though.
I don't think a shark is a himbo.
I think a shark is a himbo.
Sharks aren't like good. I don't think they're
You do.
evil, but like I feel like himbo has to be dumb in shape and morally good.
No, it has to respect women.
Okay.
Sharks respect women with their double dicks. What's more
Yeah.
respectful?
Jake's officially not a himbo anymore.
That's true. We did talk about my trident peen today.
We did. We did.
King of the Seas.
What?
Jake's decided that he's going to get surgery to have a trident penis.
Yep.
You're gonna have to start calling him Neptune, and you're gonna have to figure something out to accommodate that.
Yeah.
So
I know a plastic surgeon here.
I don't think it's worth it.
I think I'm gonna suddenly identify as asexual.
Okay. Well, that doesn't work for me. But you can still stay here if you want. So,
Mean.
King of the Seas got a trident dick. We're not going to use the thing? What do I get it for? Pee weird? Nope.
Yeah, yes.
No,
is that
it's
a,
just
you think
no.
you pee
That's
more
a
efficiently.
no, but I think it's definitely a bonus.
You have to
Um,
shake it way more, wouldn't you?
I think it depends on if the 3 urethras are all the same size as a normal urethra.
Well, of course they would be. They'd just be other.
You'd need a
Well,
better
yeah, way more
that's
efficient.
bigger.
There's way less resistance, yeah.
Yeah. But I think the resistance and the pressure behind it is kind of how the aim happens. So, you know what I mean? I think I might have to get bigger bladder too. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Sure.
So, what were your perception checks?
18.
18.
Oh,
Okay. Swimming around you. Your blind sight helps. It's nice to be able to feel like the currents of the water nearby and sort of the natural noises around you. Your body is pretty sensitive to the pressure changes based on other things around you. Kind of looking up, it's weird. There's definitely like eventually a source of light, but it's not focused in one spot. It's ever present along what you think could be a surface, but you also can't identify a surface. It's weird to be able to see light come through without being able to identify where that water breaks. You also don't see a bottom. You don't see sides. You do see a spiky rock shaped like a heart.
Hmm. Can't
Just
cast
keep
spells
swimming,
as a
just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Swimming where?
Probably towards the light source. We can't communicate, so I'm probably gonna I'm gonna kind of try and bump into some of them, and then towards the light source, maybe.
Okay, I'll follow her. Hopefully we don't get anglerfish.
Yeah, I was just thinking. That's
Okay.
definitely the setup that I would do.
You swim upward for a little bit. Go ahead and make perception checks. 2 of you.
16.
Fuck you, I got a 16.
What the fuck?
All right. Good 5 minutes goes by and nothing really changes. You're further away from the Hartnell. In fact, you can't see it now. But you haven't gotten closer to the surface.
What if the seafloor
There's
was
distant-
up all along?
Crunching in the background.
Perhaps we need to have faith that we're getting closer.
We're not in Elysium. Yeah, this is one of those things where we can't really talk. So
Are there? Do we see any? Are there any landmarks or topographical features whatsoever? It's all just open water.
It is open water. There are no topographical features. However, my fortune cookie does say, and this is in reference to the trident penis, I think, anything worth doing may be worth overdoing. I don't know if I can I prove that in any way? Can you see that? I'll show.
It's just pixels.
Maybe that means you should go for a quadradent penis.
Can we just go for the full octadick?
Anyway.
Octacock is the better. No, that
No,
sounds
I don't
right.
have enough holes.
Well, obviously you're gonna have to figure that out, okay?
Coctopus.
Gotta make compromises. Like maybe you go and get 4 vaginas. That's a compromise.
I did use the
Weird
word.
that the number of holes became an objection above 4.
You
And that's
double stuff each hole.
Like an
What's going on?
Oreo.
When I'm in
Uh,
random check down.
A water plane, huh? Pretty wet. And dark.
Yeah. You know what else is wet?
Smells like fish.
God, please don't smell like fish. Alright, little hentai. Little hentai action.
I can't.
Well, on account of all the holes are double stuffed.
That's what happens when you go airtight.
Okay, alright. You're currently swimming in a black abyss.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
So, appropriate.
I mean, if we can't. Can we try to hear where anything, like, if there are any sounds coming from any direction?
Oh, there's lots of sounds coming from all directions, and they're just watery. There's no, like, distinct sound that
Oh, sorry.
is giving you any indication of anything.
I feel. Well, we can't talk. I'm just gonna bump into everyone again as much as, possible. And then I'm just gonna start going in a direction.
Wait. No, I'm gonna bump into you to make you stop.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Counter
gonna-
bumped.
And then I'm gonna swim down.
That's what I was thinking too.
What's down? Are we just telling based on like what we feel the gravity, for lack of I don't know how the physics work, but
Well,
I'm
I guess
gonna
I'll
You can see it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim down to where, so like whenever I threw my spear and you said it just kind of vanished at one point, I'm basically gonna go down that way.
Okay, it's about 40 feet under the Hartnell or so.
Yep.
You float down. The Hartnell is remaining in its space. You find it eventually after about 5 minutes. You float 40 feet down, and there's just water there.
If I look back up, can I see anything?
The Hartnell and the sourceless light. Which at this point gives you the realization, because apparently none of you are having it now, that spear disappeared for some reason.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, it's
I guess
Penny still not dropping on that one. Something fucking ate it.
I guess I just assumed it had
Nope.
gone beyond our
Nope.
vision.
It was
to pick
a
up.
light. It was a light.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
Well, what are the
Probably
odds?
not bigger than the thing that ate the spear, unfortunately, right now.
No, hunter sharks aren't that big.
It's like 20 to 30 feet.
We are large beasts.
15 to 20 feet.
We're probably
So, Professor Shark is 10 feet. Avelia Shark is 10 feet. Egnir Shark is 20 thin feet. Yeah. That's how you tell the difference.
Shit. Can we voluntarily choose to pop in and out of our animal forms ourselves, or is that something that... No? Okay.
I control it.
I guess you could try to bump into him and I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, the lack of communication makes it difficult. Other than bumping. Stupid shark.
Maybe we should have been dolphins.
Dolphins need to breathe.
Gotta breathe, it's a mammal.
It's true. Fuck.
I should have come up with some sort of dolphin breathing apparatus that we could have had the dolphins with.
And we could have
With
just
the dolphins.
breathed as
If
people.
you tested water breathing before we became dolphins, would we technically...
It's on your regular form.
Oh, okay.
Can someone cast water breathing on a dolphin?
Sure, but if you drop the dolphin form, it's no longer a thing.
Okay. It's interesting.
I don't see why not. Unless does the spell say humanoid? If it does, it wouldn't work. Water breathing. Spell grants up to 10 willing creatures. Nope. Just gotta be willing. And a creature. Anything alive is a creature.
Is there an air breathing spell for things that breathe underwater?
No.
There should be. They
There
could have
is-
killed that shark way easier.
You're a wizard. Fucking make it happen. Write the spell.
The world's ending, maybe after. Sig and I already invented time travel a while back, so.
Wow. Only because the god of time died and let you do it.
Oh, sorry. How many time travel spells have you invented?
All
One,
of them.
because you're also Sig.
Yeah.
But my point
All-
still
all of
stands.
them,
I don't know that it does.
yeah. So, if you want to do dolphins and cast water breathing on the dolphins, that's next level and a thing you can try to do.
But then the person who cast
Yes.
it initially would not be able to be a dolphin, or would be a dolphin without water breathing.
They could ride a dolphin.
That's pretty badass. That's some
Okay.
Aquaman shit.
But we guess we can't really talk about it either.
Okay, I'm gonna bump at the people, and I'm gonna start heading back towards the Hartnell.
Okay.
Okay.
Floating spiky heart in the middle of the abyss.
I'll follow.
All right.
I'm gonna get into the air bubble.
Okay, and you immediately start suffocating.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Agnir gets the message.
Once we are all back in the bubble,
This is animal
Drop it.
shapes?
yeah.
Didn't you do this before? We dropped it specifically for people.
It doesn't explicitly say if you can do one at a time or not. So if you want to rule that I can, then I'll do it that way.
Any number of willing creatures within range, transform each target into the form of a large or smaller beast with the challenge. You don't have to change them into the same thing.
Nope.
You can use your actions to transform affected creatures into new forms. It doesn't actually say you can turn back into a person. It says new form. I'll say it's fine. Just
Did we just
takes
want
an action.
to...
So you could change everybody into a dolphin, Professor back into normal, all at the same time, I'd say. Or does it say a creature? It says you can use your actions to transform affected creatures. So I'll say you can do more than once. So you could all be different birds if you'd like. You could have a combination. You don't all have to be dolphins. A person could be an octopus. A person could be a dolphin. A person could be a shark. Depends on what you want to do.
Well, the best bet is probably a killer whale. 60-foot swim speed, 120 feet of blind sight, keen hearing.
Sounds like a good idea.
90 hit points.
I'll be a killer whale.
I can stay as I can cast water breathing on everyone else and stay as a humanoid and just water breathe myself. That way, if we run into anyone that we need to talk to, I can talk to them with tongues, and I can just like ride on someone's back.
You know, you could just be Jonah.
I'd rather not have. I don't want to get eaten by. I'd rather not be Vord.
One of us could just swallow you for a bit. It's fine.
How big is a killer whale?
Wait, killer whale needs to breathe though.
Not
No,
the
that's
We're
water
casting
breathing.
water breathing.
Yeah, so the
So-
water breathing does not carry over to your regular form, but it does carry over into your
Killer whales are huge.
underwater mammal form.
We could seriously have like everyone big chill inside the mouth of a whale.
If that's what you want to do.
Sounds stinky.
Sounds terrible. What do you want to do? You're looking up the dimensions of a whale mouth?
No.
Oh.
Looking at some spell options.
Well, that's concentration. So I'll just wait for Professor to cast water breathing.
Okay, so
Then
you are being killer whales?
I guess so.
All four of you? Okay. Okay, the four of you are killer whales as your size sort of expands a bit. And you all immediately are like, I gotta fucking breathe. And your instinct is to move upward toward the surface so you can breach and take a nice deep breath and hold it. And then the professor casts water breathing on sea mammals to give them gills
Yes.
instead of lungs, or however it works.
You get both.
Amphibious. And so, and I'm assuming on yourself as well,
Yes,
which means if you are turned into a whale, you will not be able to breathe.
understood.
Okay. And so you do. So we have weird killer whales are actually fish right now. and give live birth. Take that, Darwin. Not the dog, the scientist. Okay. And you jump upon?
Yeah.
Which one?
Let's go with Egnir.
Okay. Whale near. Ready to go? Okay. So you jump to the cold water and immediately are crushed to death by the pressure and die. I'm kidding. Nope. You do ride upon. It is cold though. It's very cold. And you are very quickly shivering. But for now, you should be okay. What do you want to do?
I think they maintain the same mental stats, so yeah, we talked about that. So I'll be
They
like,
can understand you for sure.
okay. I'll be like, all right, let's go downward, and try not to get us eaten. That'd be great.
Just follow, yeah.
Okay. So you start to head downward. And the Hartnell sort of moves away from you. Upward. As you travel down, eventually you lose sight of it. And still, the surface of the water stays in roughly the same spot. Or so it looks. A little bit of light creeping through in this deep black ocean.
Maybe we should just swim up.
So the other whales can understand.
Since it's no, you need.
Yeah,
speak
you
with
don't
animals.
know the whales are already trying to mutiny. you don't
I
know
can hear
that.
them talking though. So
Yeah, but you don't know a whale, so
I've seen
How about-
Finding Nemo.
How about
I
I
speak whale.
say that? Move up. I'll say that and then start to swim up to try to give Professor an idea of what I just.
okay.
By
be
the
like,
way, we also have Aurora as a whale.
No, you didn't say that. Did you want Aurora to be out and a whale?
Yes,
Okay.
she has to be if she's gonna travel with us.
Did you want her to travel with you, or did you want to leave her in the
Yes.
safety of the Hartnell? Okay.
No, I didn't take 10 minutes in a 4th level spell to leave her in the heart.
Well, it lasts until she's dispelled, so you can
Yeah, I'd
tomorrow
have to
she'll be around and the spell slot will come back. You know what I mean?
physically get her. I mean, yeah, I guess, but
Well, what you want to do? You didn't say it at all. You just pretended I knew.
I
So-
told her that we were gonna be fish, but okay.
So, Aurora is not a fish. She is a mammal. Okay, I need you to really respect whales
I
right
hate
now.
you so much.
Even though these particular whales do have gills.
Ugh.
So she's been around for this as well. And so now, committing to roughly 5 minutes of going down, now you want to uncommit from that and go up.
Yes.
We're just
Okay.
gonna keep going up and down.
Yeah, this is what you've done twice, so, alright.
Well, you said the surface seems to be that
That's
there's
correct.
no change.
That's correct. And it didn't change when you went up either. But, live your life. For however long that lasts.
Are we just in water purgatory? We can't swim in any direction.
You are literally swimming in directions. The Hartnell, relative to where it was, is gone. It's no longer there. You are moving.
And we know the city's underwater.
I mean, you assume it is.
We assume. I thought you said we knew
Nope.
it was an underwater city.
Mhm.
You guys didn't do research on this.
We just know that it's the kingdom of the Murad.
You said earlier. No, what did you say
I
specifically?
said you know
earlier?
that Merid are part of it.
Which are underwater creatures?
Correct. You know that that's a word. You're not sure what that is. Like the people that or the entities, the creatures, if you will, that live there are called Merid.
Fuck, I don't know. I guess we'll just swim down. Just keep swimming
Professor's just
down.
very confused as the whales. Are we just having fun, guys? What are we? What? I don't speak whale, but what are we doing? Let's make a decision here.
So down?
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue to move downward. Some time goes by. The relative movement, you don't have anything really to judge it by after a while. And it becomes a little disorienting. Sort of swimming in inky black with just this sort of glints of blue above. There's not much going on down here right now. Just keep descending. You start to get that there's no bottom feeling, like looking into the abyss of endlessness below you, which is worse than looking up and seeing a boundary you might not ever be able to touch. And you just swim along in the darkness. Another 10, 15 minutes. Nothing happens.
Well, we haven't tried sideways yet.
We did.
I'm assuming there's some horizontal movement to this, but
That's fair.
We literally tried sideways.
We haven't like seen or felt anything else other than ourselves this whole time.
it's becoming very
Sweet.
unsettling.
I mean, we could keep swimming down.
Just
It's only
keep
been
swimming.
30 minutes.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Because we can go
I'm
for.
see the whales.
I mean, you could tell us where you want us to swim.
Yeah, I'm not in charge though.
Why are you not in charge?
We've had discussions. You're the leader.
You're the
I'm a
smartest
whale.
one.
You could be a whale
You're
leader.
whales.
Don't be so specious.
I'm the leader. But you're also intelligent. God damn it. That doesn't mean I make all the
I think I've
decisions.
demonstrated that that's an iffy prospect at best, but okay. I could... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, okay, we seem to be swimming and not really getting anywhere. So, I don't understand you guys, but if we need to communicate, here's what we're gonna do. 1 whale noise for yes, 2 whale noises for no. Do you understand?
Mm.
You think that was one, probably.
Okay. It's kind of weird that we've been going this long. We were supposed to be near the city, but we've seen nothing about the city. What if we're, like, being watched? Should I, like, cast tongues and try and see if anyone's watching us? That's a no. Okay. Whale opinion taken into account.
Why even ask for our opinion if you're gonna fucking...
I like to be agreed with. Let's see. Are we just gonna keep going in one direction?
Like the band.
I can't whale shrug.
Is there just silence?
Yeah.
No, I
We'll
don't
give
get
Okay.
a whale noise.
3 whale noises.
I don't know what 3 means. We didn't discuss 3. Okay, there's gotta be a trick to this or something. We've dealt with this before. Remember that time we just had to ring a bell with a and then we took an hour.
Remember when I swan dove off the...
Remember when we had to cross a water before and it was just think about it?
Do we need to think about the city?
I feel like Jake isn't going to use the same 2 things twice. Also, we're not in Elysium.
You mean the universe?
Mm-hmm. God, whatever.
No. God is dead. You've killed him. Or allowed him to die.
Only 5 of them.
Yeah, there's still some.
They hardly count.
We're on the way to the last 2, you know? I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna... This is probably a bad idea. Well, I'm underwater. That probably won't do anything. Hold on, let me see if there's a spell that I can produce light with.
And then we'll get eaten immediately.
Maybe, but at least something will be happening.
That's...
Fair.
If I try and... I guess I don't know how... I assume magical fire, like firebolt, would just immediately... the second you try and cast it underwater.
It's not gonna give off a ton of light.
Sure. I don't have, like, a light spell, so I'm trying to... I feel like anything I do is just gonna lure something.
At this point, we might as well be eaten by a fish, because nothing else is gonna happen. We could try swimming to the surface.
We
You
we
can't.
just spent 30 minutes
I
swimming
know.
down.
I
We
know.
tried. We can't
But
just keep.
we keep swimming down and nothing is happening.
This
We
is a
swam up and
treadmill.
nothing happened.
I'm.
Only thing I can think is try to get to the surface, because we know that there's we know there's a top.
This is a bad idea. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say, "Hello, can anyone hear me? We need some help. These whales aren't whales."
We're literally gods. Like, we're almost to god tier, and we're stuck in the middle of a fucking ocean. Helpless.
Okay, so you use thaumaturgy to try to amplify her voice and
Yes.
send it out. Okay.
I imagine it looks like this.
Okay. Can do. You do that. And immediately, all the killer whale individuals with echolocation, feel as though the sound from thaumaturgy, bounced back to you from multiple directions, in almost like an orb around you.
Can I try to swim forward to where it felt like it bounced?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do
Okay.
so. Nothing's there.
I'm gonna just yell and make whale noise and see if I can feel it again.
Yeah, at roughly a similar distance.
Like how? So I didn't get any closer to the orb of
Correct.
where it's bouncing. It didn't change shape when I broke formation away from everyone else.
Do you want to focus on that?
Yes.
Okay, so you make another noise. Roll a perception check. This will be with your whale echolocation. Do you have stats for whale echolocation stuff for 5e? We'll call it a.
Randy.
Which
We'll call
kind
it
of
a
stat do you want?
What do they have a specific kind of sense?
They have blind sight to 120 feet.
Blind,
they can't-
blind sight for 120 feet. We'll consider that the echolocation. It's beyond that range.
Okay, I rolled a
And-
16 on the dice, so whatever.
Okay, and it does seem as though the shape changed.
And it's like, does it seem to be like orbs around each of us?
You can't tell that.
Okay, to the other whales, I'll say there's something around us, and it's following around us.
It's fucking weird.
Professor, you noticed
Like
the
a-
whales acting weird at this point.
Like a pocket.
after your thaumaturgy. Maybe they're just annoyed or.
I'm gonna do it again because they reacted to that.
Okay, again, you guys get a similar experience. Wherever you're located, there seems to be a boundary about a little past 120 feet where you can't. Where the sound bounces back to you. It's giving you ping. Your brain's. It's hard to compute at first because you're not a whale. You're a person pretending to be a whale right now. But it's definitely... There is something. It's not perfect. It's not like a piece of glass deflecting a sound. It's not focused back, but you're getting bits.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start like doing spells, cantrips in random directions,
Okay,
not towards
like-
the whales, obviously.
Well, it's outside of 120 feet.
Well, I don't know about that anyway.
Okay.
So the professor's just doing professor shit.
So what are you shooting?
Let's see.
Firebolt?
I'm gonna try a firebolt to see how far it goes.
Goes 120 feet.
Oh, it does? Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's magic.
And then that's not the noise that would make. And
Okay.
then
Well, it goes, and it goes off in different directions. There's little bubbles left behind. It doesn't. It's not a light spell, and the firebolt itself isn't a very big thing, so it
Yeah.
kind of dims and goes away. But you can feel it about 120 feet. It just sort of dissipates.
maybe some chill touches.
I think chill touch requires a specific target.
Oh, does it?
I could
Might
be
right.
wrong. Is it an attack roll?
Yeah.
It says
think-
firebolt as an attack roll.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. A ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature.
Yeah,
So-
it's an attack roll.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
but
it's in the space of a creature, though. Sorry.
So you try that, it doesn't really work. There's no creatures that you can see.
So
And after
just me swimming around, going, making noises and feeling the echolocation. It's always centered on me, and I can never get close to the edge of it. Like
seems to be
as it shifts.
Well, it shifts with you, so it seems to be centered
Yeah, that's
on
what I'm
each
saying.
of you, rather than one of you. Not centered on you specifically.
What happens if one of us breaks formation goes far away enough?
You think about that for a second. There's I need a strength saving throw from the professor.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Mhm.
Wait, is it a?
Still have aura
That's a
technically, I'm
seven.
pretty sure, if we're within
6.
range.
She went off to
Oh,
do her
yeah.
own thing.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
6.
Okay. Okay, you take 12 damage,
Okay.
and suddenly the professor, you feel, gets pulled off of you, Egnir, and into the darkness. And eventually, very quickly, it takes a second for you to reorganize, is quickly going away from where you're at.
We need to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a whale sound and then double speed.
Okay. Okay.
I'll have to turn and chase.
All right. So at this point,
High speed whale chase.
high speed whale chase. Wait, is that cool
Jeez.
or is it like? Wait, we had one of those other ones that was like. Is it this one? Let's do that one.
It's the jazzy one.
Jazzy
Why
whales,
jazzy?
because it's fun.
Whale
Jazzy whale chase. Let's go.
Master does it.
Jazzy whale chase. Professor's going, "Ah!" And you feel yourself pierced. Something go through your abdomen, extend behind you, and then pull you.
Lovely.
And you are being pulled. So, all of you whales will move on your turn. So I need everybody, first off, to make me. I'm assuming athletics is higher than acrobatics. I could be wrong. Whichever one of those is higher, roll that. Roll the athletics or acrobatics of the whale to turn and chase after this. As you all feel this disturbance floating as you go make whale noise, you feel this little like blip.
15.
Agnir 19, Icilia 6.
Wait, how are you getting it? We're rolling athletics for a whale?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the
Their
stat
strength-
for that?
That's 4.
4? 9.
Okay. All right. So you turn and you're all
Oh,
struggling.
and Aurora.
Yep.
17.
Okay, you turn and you're all sort of struggling to keep up with it, and you're heading sort of like down and at an angle as you continue to go. Go ahead and make me whale sounds. Make a whale sound.
Good.
Make a whale sound. Make a whale sound. Randy, make a whale sound. Are you making a whale sound? Can't hear it.
Yes.
Gotta be louder.
Can't,
Gotta be louder. Oh. You're not doing shit, dude. I need one. I need a whale sound.
Why are you making it clam up?
I've given you 3 whale sounds now.
No one can hear your whale sound. Turn your goddamn noise gate off. So, with the whale sounds, you can all make echolocation rolls to try to keep pace with the professor. As the professor is helping you, so you get advantage on this because she's going, help! What are you saying? Yeah, okay.
Whale friends! I've been pierced!
I've been pierced.
Here.
What is the plus to this?
It's perception, right?
Yeah.
If it's
What's
the
the-
whale's ear, plus 3.
Okay.
But you have advantage since you're relying on hearing.
18.
You do have advantage.
17.
Agnir 20.
Okay.
So this,
Right, so
Oh,
you maintain. That's fine. You
Aurora,
maintain.
too.
It's fine. You get it. You're maintaining.
20 for her.
Swimming through. At which point, blips start coming at you, and these spears start going through the water. I need all of you, to make dexterity saving throws as the whales.
plus 0.
Hey, it's like normal for me.
Agnir 3,
Alright.
Icilia 15.
I got a nice fat 13.
Alenia 7 and Aurora 13.
Okay, anyone who got under a 15. The whale form takes 13 piercing damage as multiple spears sort of get in there or scrape by.
How much health do we have?
90.
90.
Okay.
90 whale blubbers. Professor, at this point, do you want to try to do anything? Or are you going for a ride?
Boy. Can I
It is-
try and
it
how
is-
how
It's
like is it like flared? Like is it like if I try and
if you
like
feel the back, go ahead and roll a perception check.
okay
You try to feel, because it's definitely through the front.
10.
10? That's just enough. As you kind of gotta like go around and you feel towards your back. It seems like it went through and then is pulling you.
Oh.
Okay, can I try and I'm going to thunderclap
Thunderclap.
if I can.
Thunderclap those cheeks.
It requires somatic, so I assume it's literally
Yeah. Okay. And what's a thunderclap do?
5 foot radius. Can be heard 100 feet away. Each creature within 5 feet must make a con save. On a failed save, it takes,
Okay.
46.
There is no creature within 5 feet of you.
Oh, it's just it's like
Oh.
it looks like a spear, not like a.
However, the
Okay.
thunderclap itself sends a big ping to your whale friends. And there's sort of like this ripple, and you can almost all of you roll perception with advantage because of the thunderclap. Is it?
20.
Like
No, 19.
13 or something?
Yeah, this is your echolocation, so your advantage with your whale boat ears.
Here, 13, Icilius 9.
Okay.
Hey, 13 and 9 for me and Aurora.
Okay, so the 20 though, Evelios, you see in your echolocation daredevil brain space, whatever that looks like, pings dozens. You do see Professor, just for a moment, the source of the thunderclap, being pulled by what seems to be like a pronged thing on a line that goes another 60 feet or so, and is being pulled by some very large swimming thing, and then also dozens of swimming humanoids that are also behind you, on the sides of you, and in front of you. Most of them are up front. Good shit. So,
Is that you saying what's
yes.
happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many!
Hmm.
To this point, you see a little trail of blood go by you as Professor's blood is definitely leaking out of her body, and she needs that. That's what bodies do. They
That
keep your
happens all
blood
the
in.
time. She's used
That's a
to
good
it.
pro tip.
Yeah. So, with this, to try to keep up, I need everybody to make athletics checks with as whales.
Okay, can I like do a thing on my turn?
What are you trying to
do? Fuck, I don't want to be a whale anymore.
Well, you are.
Shit. I'm gonna yell on this turn for Egnir to drop my whale form.
All right, we'll say it in whale. You know whale.
To a human form without water breathing.
Drop my whale form. That's what she wants.
Okay.
Do you
I
want
got a
to
nat 20, so 24.
a nat 20, so 24. Okay. So, you are staying in pursuit, and Alenia is apparently not staying in pursuit.
Well, no, I'll keep swimming.
Oh,
with
okay.
them
You said you want to do
until-
something
so,
else.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you want to still pursue. So still do that.
Fuck. What are we getting again?
Athletics.
4.
4. 12.
Egnir 21, Icilius 18.
Okay. All right. So you're all able to keep pace for the most part. Okay. And she wants to be unwhaled. I don't know why. You don't know why, but that's what she wants. So, do you want to do that?
I feel like I have a moral duty to stop her from killing herself again. She tried to teleport into lava yesterday.
Can't
Wow!
breathe underwater.
What the fuck?
Crushing pressure of the ocean.
Okay.
Bro. I have really good con, okay?
It's up to you.
Isn't it dex for holding your breath, or is it con?
Oh, it's
Con.
con.
Oh, okay.
We don't have
You know how you
merit
can
armor.
outrun breathlessness? I'll just dodge not needing to breathe.
Being a whale. Being a mammal whale.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do that.
What the fuck? I have an idea!
It's up to you.
Stuck in this useless whale body.
Okay, she has the ability to fully communicate to you, and instead is just like, you know, huh?
Okay.
Whale mode.
Then
So
if he's still not doing
you gotta
anything.
wait. You gotta wait. So, well, he didn't do it. You had to wait around for him to be able to do it. It takes an action. He didn't do it. You're like, well, what the fuck? And now it's the next turn. So,
I swear to fucking God, dude.
so Professor, would you like to try to do anything else? Or are you good?
That's a good question. I am going to when I feel I'm gonna try and feel behind me.
Mhm.
Is there like a line that is holding whatever this apparatus is that's like
The line is
spearing
in
me.
front of you. The pole,
Oh, so it's
the
pulling
pole
me.
apparatus is out here, and it's beyond your reach. Probably about 6 foot
Understood.
long. And then it's
Um,
through the front and went through the back, and you're being pulled. You look like you're swimming Naruto style right now, as your arms are back like this.
Okay, I'm going to try and I'm gonna try.
And you
And
do feel like
If I feel it, can I tell what kind of material it is?
It seems
made
to be
out
metal.
of metal. Shit, that's not good.
Why?
Just because I was hoping it was like something that could like burn or something, but can't. Hold on, what weapon? Do I still have the moon dagger on me? Could I try and start? It probably wouldn't cut through or
Oh
anything.
my god.
What?
I have such a good idea of it.
You know. I'm gonna. Well, I can Misty Step for free, so I'm gonna try and Misty Step out of this.
Okay. Okay. You do so, and the spell begins, then it flutters.
What?
And you don't know why.
Okay, so that's my bonus action. Can I see? I probably can't. I have dark vision, but it only goes, I think, 30 feet. I can't see like where it's attached
No,
to.
you can
like,
see the line going into the depths.
Okay, the line
It's
itself.
taut.
The line, is it like some sort of rope material, or is it like
There seems
metal,
to be
like
some
chain?
sort of cord, possibly a like a very fine chain if it was a chain, but probably a cord of some
Okay, I'm gonna
kind.
try
It
and
could be rope.
I'm gonna try and hit it with a firebolt. I doubt that's gonna work. But
Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
23.
Okay, it does hit, but it doesn't ignite.
Okay. Doesn't appear to have any effect. I didn't
You
assume
think
it
you're
would
gonna
light on
have to? You think
fire,
you're gonna have to nail it,
Okay.
with a firebolt as a cantrip under the water like this specifically. And you don't know what it's made out of. It could be, it's obviously submerged in water.
Yeah.
If only you had a fucking cut rope cantrip or whatever this is,
Yeah.
that work better. But if you kept at it, it would probably work. It just, unless you really hit it perfectly, it's gonna be rough
Okay.
to do that. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
27.
Okay, you were definitely dispelled. That was not from the.
Mm.
Someone counterspelled you,
Gotcha.
which means they're within 90 feet.
Just on the Misty Step, is that what you're talking about?
Seems
Gotcha.
to be, yeah. And as that happens, Lenya?
Did we see the her try to Misty Step and then it fail?
No. Misty Step is such a quick thing. If you weren't focusing on her, you were trying to do other shit. So
Okay, I'm gonna tell Ignir. I want to dimension door to her and then try to teleport her off with Thunderstep.
Okay. I'll drop it.
okay, you
On her.
drop it and immediately sluggish in the water,
Okay, and then I'm gonna dimension door
and you don't have any breath. You're in a dimension door where?
to Professor. Like I want to grab her.
To Professor,
Basically.
she's going in the opposite direction of you. If you did to her, she'd be beyond you.
Okay, so it'll have to be
You have
ahead
to
of her.
overshoot quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna get one shot, one opportunity. Because you can't fucking
Exactly.
swim.
A lot.
So as you think about it, and the spell goes off just fine, and you are in front of her by a little bit, and she's rocking towards you at about 120 feet per round.
Yep, I'm gonna just try to grab her, or grab the spear, or whatever I can grab to be on that.
Well, you see the line, and as you go forward, what's your dark sight? Your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay. You into the space, and there's about 24 blue, green skinned, black, bulbous, mirrory eyed, gilled humanoids that look at you and go with their spiky teeth as they float away, and Professor starts rocketing towards you. They leave your space, and then immediately they throw a bunch of spears at you.
It's fine.
You get... Okay, you actually get hit a few times. And you will
I
take...
hit a 25?
Yes, I rolled
God
3 natural
damn.
19s. IKR. You take a total of 20 non-magical piercing damage.
Okay, so that's halved.
Yeah.
And then -3.
Yeah, 7. As most of them just scratch at you, you get one like cut sort of on your forearm that's major damage, but Professor is, and at this point, Professor, you see Elenia standing there, prepped, and this is not gonna feel good. So she's rocketing towards you, and it becomes your turn.
Time to grab her.
Okay, make an athletics check. Because you are in the water with disadvantage. You are in the water and do not have a swim speed. Huh?
When you get pierced by something, is pull it out.
Forcefully with complete disregard, especially when it's by your aorta.
20.
20 at disadvantage? Okay. Professor, you are clamped and immediately big time drag. You take 16 ripping my wound open damage. As Elenia will cast Thunderstep,
Well, wait.
right?
I can't yet, because
No,
that's
it's already-
another action.
I just said it was
right?
at next round.
Okay, then,
Well, unless you want to fucking hang on to her ass. No, you were up enough, which is why you
yeah,
can
so
see
once I can touch her and grab her, I'm gonna cast Thunderstep to teleport us both out of that space. How far can we go?
90 feet.
10 feet. No. You can move
9.
along. You said it can go out 90? Like,
Pretty sure. Thunderstep.
oh, an unoccupied space you can see within range. So 90 feet, yeah. I'll basically teleport us back to the whales to try to
Okay.
be next to everybody.
You go to do so, and the spell is countered.
I'm just gonna hold on then.
Okay, as you. All right. So now the two of you are doing that. Whales.
We are wailing behind.
And I'm holding my breath, and we should keep track of the rounds, because
Whales keep wailing. So you're at 2 rounds.
I have +4 constitution, so that means I can hold my breath for 5 minutes.
Right, which would be 50 rounds.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So whales. Unless you want to do anything but whale fast. All right,
whaling
give me
fast.
athletics.
Whalers on them.
17.
Asilius 13, Agnir 9.
Okay. Agnir was the fastest recently, so is just starting to slow down. But you are able to still keep them in your sights for now. Okay, Professor Elenia, Professor, you're skewered. It hurts.
Yes.
You now have the extra drag of Alenia upon you.
Okay. It's
What do you want to
my
do?
turn, correct?
Yep.
Yes. I'm going to cast Tongues.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell. We're not trying. I'll stage yell, so I'm not blowing out the mic.
You're not blowing out the mic.
Oh, okay, good. We're not trying to hurt you. Please, we just want to talk. Can we just have a discussion without me being impaled? That'd be great.
Okay. And that happens. Go and roll a persuasion check.
Okay. 24?
Okay. Okay. Alenia, do you want to do anything on this turn?
I wanted, can I wrap myself around her enough, and also, like, I want to hold onto the spear rather than her, so I'm not pulling her onto the
Sure.
spear. I'm gonna anchor myself on the spear itself to reduce hurting her further.
So do you want to wrap around her or grab the spear? Like, because it's a trident that's gone through her. The ends have opened up, and there's 3 wounds through which she is punctured, and then being pulled. It's attached to a thing.
I'll just pull myself to her side and like hold on to the spear,
All
the
right,
trident.
roll me an
itself.
athletics check.
Oof, it's not great. 12.
You try to do that, and you slip.
Ah!
And it leaves you behind. Wales, you see Alenia, sort of.
I'm gonna have to thunder step to her.
What do you want to do, Wales?
Whale.
Okay.
Wailing.
Just wailing. Just keep
on
wailing.
wailing.
Okay. At the top of the round, there's sort of a cacophonous which you thought was another whale at first, and then it keeps going, and it's more of like an underwater horn. And in the darkness, light erupts. And you see in front of you a vast coral reef with reds and blues and greens and yellows. Professor, bleeding in a cloud of her own blood, is actually just floating as you see out of the coral dozens of these humanoid fish, human people faces, again with these black eyes that just sort of dome. And then in your minds, and you hear a, "What sort of scum are you?" And then you see a blue-faced individual, or a green-faced sort of fish head individual, much larger than the other fish people around, poke his head out the top of the coral, sort of look at you, and you see these thin sort of wrists. You see webbed ears that come back. You see many different protrusions on the head as Wales, you sort of slow down and realize at this point the light is coming from these large white pearls on the sides of this coral reef, and it is really bright. Around you, there are also these same sort of fish people. They're clad in some sort of different kind of armor, some sort of like purple flesh leather type stuff that is tight to their bodies. It still has like sort of scales to it, and they have like these purple kind of helmets that come around and has a fin on the top and the back, and they are riding on the backs of these sea serpent type things that sort of coil around and sort of like large moray eels.
Is Alenia close by?
Alenia is
she's
not.
drowning.
She is behind you, and she's not drowning. She's holding her breath.
Sure.
Well, I only have like 5 minutes, but
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto Aurora after I fell off to try to like so she could swim me.
Okay. Do you want to be in Alenia form still under the water?
I mean, I can't
Well, you can ask.
I can't talk.
I mean,
Once I
you
see
could
that-
literally look at Egnir.
Herself up to reason, I'll change her back into a whale.
Right. He's not.
What did you say?
It'll have to be a shark. She doesn't have water breathing anymore.
That's fine.
It'll still be on her whale form.
Oh, well, okay. Then back to the whale.
Interesting. So I'll kind of put my hands up as to show. I'll put the wand in my pocket and
Okay.
as
You're still
to show.
impaled.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm the professor. Can we? Okay.
No.
These are. Okay, great. Good shot, by the way. That's excellent. These are my friends, and we're just kind of hoping to talk to someone in the city. Woo!
You will never enter our city. As the sort of looks up a little bit more, and you see he's sort of wearing like a blue vest and like a shell satchel made out of something, but there's like shells along it, and sort of has fins on his back. You're trying to cast spells. You are our prey. You are our hunt. We will eat you. You all. Would you like to become dinner as well?
You know, I'd prefer not to. I think we could maybe have some mutually beneficial things happening here. I understand that things are intense. I apologize for the spells. I didn't know that was, not cool. We were just trying to find someone to communicate with, and luckily you found us. Unfortunately, not the best for my, torso, but is there any chance we could talk in a less threatening way? Also, my friends are whales right now, which is not ideal. There's usually a voice of reason that helps in situations like this, but she's a whale.
What do you have to offer us then? If you are to rob us of our feast.
Great. Okay, so I assume you've heard the news about the end of the world thing.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Have you heard news from the other elemental planes lately?
Come to the city of 1,000 pearls to threaten us.
No. Quite the opposite, actually. There's sort of a world-ending event, and we were hoping we could help you guys maybe temporarily get somewhere safe.
Let the world end. We are not of your world.
No. It's not just our world. It's all worlds.
She
Your
just
world
fell
included.
out.
In fact, yours.
There you go. You're good. Good.
Yeah.
Discord.
Your world is
went down.
scheduled to be destroyed before ours. Again, not by our hands. We wish to help you.
You
We are
threaten.
only-
They threaten.
No. I very
I wish she
specifically.
could understand whale. Oh my god.
Very specifically.
Can you understand whale?
Tongues, yes.
Oh my
Doesn't
god.
tongues only?
No, you don't understand other languages. You can only speak them, right?
No, you can understand. Tongues does both ways.
Yeah, tongues is both ways. Comprehend is
Languages.
only understand.
I guess I assumed it didn't work on stuff like animals, though, like whales. I thought you had to speak to animals to do that. Let me look what it says
Oh,
specifically.
yeah.
If it just says creep.
No. Is there a language given to whales? I doubt it.
There's
So
not.
It
No.
has to be specifically a
It-
language.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking them if they can understand me as a whale.
Oh, you're asking them?
Mm-hmm.
Quiet, whale!
Oh, good. You can wait. So I can understand then, right?
You
No?
can't understand the whale.
Okay. The whale.
Wait.
The whale's usually the better talky one. I normally make more trouble. Listen to the whale. She's not normally a whale. This is for breathing purposes. Although we also had to water breathe the whale.
Oh my god. We're going on a bigger hunt than any of this, and you could feast on the biggest prize you've ever laid your eyes on.
What feast? What hunt?
The Leviathan.
The Leviathan cannot be eaten! You fool.
Surely its body is worth something.
It does not have a body. You know nothing, whale. Are you even are you even from here? Were you transported by this wizard? This wizard that will be our feast?
I'm not a whale. Okay, I'm actually an angel, but we came here because every world is going to end and the other planes have already tried to escape to the material, and we've helped some of them escape. This entire place is going to be gone soon.
Do
And we're
not
trying to-
threaten us!
It's not.
We're
It's
not-
not a threat.
it's not us,
a
it's not-
threat.
wait. It's not us that's doing it, it's someone else, and we're trying to stop them.
You think you lowly scum can protect something as magnificent as Marid? You
Maybe
think
not.
Megrosa needs protection? We have the great Jagu! Jagu
Well, then-
is our protector. We take to Jagu! Jagu will decide your fates.
Jagu is a leader.
Puny. Jagu is not the leader. Jagu is a god.
Okay. I kind of look at the like. I won't be able to determine whale facial features.
Maybe we can speak
They go
to Jagu
boink
about...
and they yank Professor.
Oh,
And you take
God.
8 more damage. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain tongues.
$25.
Easy. And they just start going.
Alright, we'll follow.
Okay, you
As
are
they're going.
you are kept on the ends of spears and tridents and bidents. And
As we're going, I'm gonna say. By the way, the whole eating us thing.
quiet.
There are better options. Just saying. Under the fat, I'm very stringy.
We'll
I'm not
eat
marbled
one of
at
your
all.
friends then as well.
In whale form or in their normal forms? Because the whale thing I think is unethical.
Professor,
And I
shut
don't think any of
up!
that.
You all the water around your head disappears for a second, and then it fills in the space. And you take an additional 5 bludgeoning damage
Just stop.
as the strange fish-headed individual that casts spells destroyed the water around you. Good.
The headache actually helped me forget about the skewering, so thank you.
Ooh, a joker. You're pulled through this forest of coral. You see actual sea anemones, not ones that are humongous and detached from anything. You see octopi and strange creatures that have clearly never seen like the surface at all. You see things that at first you think are maybe rays of some kind, and then they flutter away and leave behind ink clouds. You see a couple of these creatures, as they carry you, use their tridents to stab at them, grab them, and just eat raw sushi grade fish and other bottom dwelling life. It takes a little bit for you to weave through this, but there seems to be a specific trail through this reef. It's canopied and strange, but every once in a while you see these beacons of light start to turn on, and they sort of cast shadows through this forest of coral. Eventually, you make it to what seems to be a larger sort of dome-like area that's still underwater, and a light with several of these pearls within. It's not very regal. This isn't like a palace. It seems to be like reclaimed things that keep things out. This might be a big shell. Maybe like 100-foot wide shell. As you're forced through. The fish face thing with his, and you can see as it gets closer, if it stood, it would be probably 10 feet tall. And it sort of swims over towards you with this sort of fishtail bottom instead of legs. Its lips wide and long and go all the way to the corners of its mouth, and it has this sort of like gullet, and it just sort of let me unskewer you. Won't we find out where your fate lies and what Jagu says we should do with you? I'll let the wounds bleed so we continue the scent. And twists the trident that you could feel your back sort of pinch a little bit, and it pulls it back out. You take 1 more piercing damage. And you start to bleed. And seems to have missed any major things for now. You probably cure wounds that later or now if you want, but it shouldn't be.
I'm kind of concerned
terrible.
if I try and cure wounds, they're not going to be a big fan of that.
You don't know, so comes
I'll
over
back
and
talk, but I'm not going to try
sorta
and cure wounds.
takes
God.
the line
Priorities, huh?
and detaches it from the back and puts the trident on his back, and you are surrounded still by multiple of these fish individuals. We are to let you meet Jagu. One of you. stays as collateral. Looks over to the whales. Pick one.
I gotta pick one to stay as collateral.
Yes. Yes.
See, you're putting me in a really awkward position because they're all my friends, and no matter who I pick,
I don't care.
We have Aurora here too, as a whale.
I'll pick Aurora.
Okay. They don't know it's
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's such a good move.
good. Couple of them go over by Aurora whale.
As they do that and be like,
Whale
oh
Aurora.
no, Larry!
Don't play it up.
Don't tell me what to do, whale.
They put lines, sort of these ropes around, and sort of slip knot the tail and the fin, and then have several spears just aimed at it. Good. Now, take the holy pearls. And you see down in the ground, in like a sandy pit, reaches down and pulls out this like clam shell that's like long dead, not a live clam. Opens it up, and inside are several of these black pearls that are about golf ball sized, and hands one to each of you. Maintained. Also, whales. I saw you, Angel. You have a form much like this one. Others' forms like that. You will meet Jago in those, your natural forms.
Okay.
I'll drop it, whatever, and accept Aurora.
Okay. And you're all holding your breath.
Yep.
I can breathe.
Can I cast a spell?
I wouldn't.
I'll say to them, my friends need
Actually,
a spell in order to breathe. Is it okay if we cast something so they could
I have to
not-
ask.
suffocate?
You have to ask
My
them.
armor lets me shape change, and I've done it before to look like.
You can
like
look
a
like
tiefling
you
and
can
other
do
stuff?
the appearance. You can't obtain gills.
Well,
It's like alter self, but you can't do the gills with your armor, which would give you some speed. You can't.
can polymorph self into another medium humanoid, is what you wrote on the thing.
Right, without gills, you can't change your biology. You can basically make yourself like actually. You can actually be a physical tiefling. You could be a physical triton, but the gills wouldn't work. You wouldn't gain the new properties. Like you wouldn't gain fire resistance if you became a tiefling, for instance.
It's like special effects makeup, but it's made out of your actual flesh, but
Yeah.
it's not functional.
Okay.
But if you'd like to change your form in any way,
Nope.
okay. Make a persuasion check, Professor.
Persuasion's pretty good. 18?
Weak air breathers. Sure, use your spells to keep your pathetic bodies alive.
I'll cast water breathing on all of us who need it.
Okay. All right. So you breathe underwater. As your lungs fill with water yet again. It's an uncomfortable feeling every time, but it has to happen. And you start to push them out of gills. So the water is filtered. So. You will become my seller. Go now. And a couple of them open the back of the shell area, and it opens up into black sea again.
I'll go in.
Okay.
Follow.
Yeah, same.
Just seems to be like an open space in the coral reef somewhere. As you go, before the doors are shut behind you, he says, "Swim to the bottom."
Can we understand him now that we're not?
He
I
was
assume he's
speaking
been speaking-
psychically, I think, is what was
Yeah.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, you can understand him.
Okay.
As you move out, you can see about 15 feet in front of this open area is a long crack in what is now a sea floor, and inky blackness below it. It's a trench, a sea trench.
Time to swim down.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that as Alinea, I'm wearing heavy armor. I don't know if that.
Oh, you're having a really hard time,
Okay.
which is why you fell off the spear and had all sorts of other problems in the water. Not ideal. So you swim down?
Yep.
Okay, you sort of let yourself sink and you swim a little bit, and you're not being supervised, but you are holding onto these pearls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start to head down, and you can feel rumbles within the walls. As you head down, you start to lose sight of the walls. They seem to expand away from you, which is weird. And you continue to swim. And as you swim lower, the pearls that you're holding start to glow just slightly, give off light. At first, it's just in the palm of your hand, a little purple blue. You just start to see your fingertips a little bit, and it starts to grow, and it starts to fill the space, and eventually it's out to here. You can see your other hand if you hold it close. Then it extends, and eventually you're about 30 feet of light around each of you. This low, dim, purple blue light that just barely illuminates each of you. Ew, awful. Accidentally used Bing. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything as you continue to descend?
Just keep
Don't
going.
have to, but just asking. I want to cut you off.
I'm gonna-
going on.
Say, like, so what's we're just gonna hope that the person we're talking to is more reasonable about this, and
I mean, I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
okay,
Much less reasonable.
well, they're the leader god or something as far as they're concerned, so they gotta be smarter, right? Or at least
I mean-
somewhat less aggressive, maybe? I don't know.
How about you don't mouth off so it's very crazily? One, don't speak 20 million words a minute. And two, don't be a
Needs-
smartass.
We all know I need supervision, let's be real. So...
Can you, like, alter self your mouth shut?
Funny. I'll shut up. Or at least I won't say, yeah.
I could turn her into a turtle.
Could we not? I don't want to be a turtle.
Frog?
No, I don't want to be any sort of creature right now.
Tiny fish?
You are a
You're-
creature right now.
You know what I mean? A creature other than what I am currently. I'll try not to get us eaten.
I'll turn you into a turtle if it gets to be too much.
That's fair. This is the supervision that I'm talking about, see? Okay.
Sevelios and Icilius first. As you see them both turn to their sides, and you see this little, like, little, some sort of appendage. And then you hear a little bit of deep, bassy rumble. Stop!
I'll stop.
Stop.
Hmm?
You are experiencing this in your brain. Out of the blackness, your purple and blue light start to illuminate what looks like the opening to like a water cave, like stalagmites and stalactites. Hundreds of them. But the cave is moving towards you. And a little tongue flicks out and back in. Razor sharp teeth. Easily your height. See his mouth going on. Sort of tendrils evoking awful aquatic. Is this a fucking mind flayer? Runs through your mind. Is this a fucking illithid? As it gets closer and the light sort of washes across this 25-foot wide skull. It has a mouth above these and two eyes. Why do you come here to Jagu?
We came here to try to prevent planes from disappearing. And we needed help from people in the plane of water who were strong and knew what they were doing.
You need help from people in the plane of water who are strong and knew what they were doing?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lie to me. Roll me a deception check.
That's not technically a lie.
It's definitely a lie. You weren't looking for fucking anybody to help.
Well, we came here because we were going to look for
That's a lie.
people
I
to
agree.
help us.
You weren't looking for anybody. What?
Wow. Okay.
When were you looking? When at all have you guys discussed looking for allies in the plane of water?
We literally
We did
that.
talk about
we did
looking
that
for
literally right before
information.
we teleported.
To look for strong people to help you fight?
Looking
We
for information versus looking for strong people.
Oh,
I
whatever.
agree.
It's fucking. It doesn't matter. It's the same roll either way for me. Or not really, but it's almost. 21.
Sort of moves out, away from the light. fighting?
Mainly an Illithid army that's made its way across all the planes and will end up on the material. But here, we need
Not
to...
be the first time. Mind flares would cause problems.
They're behind all of this, and
All of your problems. What do you need here?
we need the Leviathan to stop them.
My jailer. Good. You kill Leviathan. Yes?
Yes.
This is your goal.
Yes.
Your triumph. You're sent by Migrosa. Yes?
Yes.
You literally were a professor moments ago. Okay, you shook your
Mhm.
head.
I forgot his name. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, it's not like they're people or anything.
They were threatening to eat us. I was skewered. There was a lot going on.
A name. Dragu is mine, and by my name, I grant you passage to the beach. The place where you will kill the Leviathan, my jailer. You will destroy, and I will maintain my kingdom upon the Isle of Dread yet again.
Sounds like we have a deal then.
Why would you do such a thing? Are you working for the Queen of Seas?
I don't know who the Queen of Seas is, but we simply need the heart of Leviathan, and then we will leave. And you'll likely never see us again.
Babe, there's no saying this. You do this out of your desires.
We're doing it to gain the power so that we might fight the Illithid.
And the Lear says nothing of your trespasses. Good. My enemies become your enemies. And I Kill the terror. Kill Leviathan. Go. Take pearls. Use for your spells. Go.
Okay. We'll head back.
Tentacles, as you move forward, move away from your passage of escape and allow you to move upward. You were unknowingly surrounded.
Is that thing?
I don't know, but I had a thought. How are we gonna get back to the Hartnell?
We'll have to bring it to us.
So
But-
you head back up the trench. Do you want to talk on the way? Go ahead.
We'll get Aurora. I'm sure now that Jagu has given us passage, they'll tell us where to find Leviathan. And we figure it out from there.
At least you didn't eat us. So this is overall good. This went better than I thought. Just had to get
Are you-
skewered.
You're still bleeding.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten used
you-
to it.
Do you want me to fix that?
Either you could or I can. Whatever.
How hurt are you? I don't know how many fucking points of lay on hands to use.
Let me see. I am almost bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna use
Took
all
almost
19.
40 points of damage.
I'm at 48 out of 90 hit points.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna use all 19 of my healing hands.
Okay.
So you get 19 hit points. And then we'll do 20 of lay on hands.
Thank you.
So you float up to the trench. You eventually see the side of the shell building. The doors open as you approach. And inside is Megrosa. Aurora whale. And several of the sort of black dome-eyed aquatic humanoids. I guess it's time to eat.
Actually, Jagu has said that we will fight the Leviathan on his behalf.
Looks down to your hands and you still are holding pearls. The Kraken Jagu has made his determination. Release. You mean to kill?
He wants us to kill it, and so we will kill it.
Hear him say something to the others. You still have tongues up?
Yeah, I showed it last an hour.
Okay. Basically, like, organize another hunt. And some of them scramble out and leave behind Will Rora. That's much better. And he's just standing there looking at you. Many have come and tried to do what you are about to do. For the sake of alliance with Shagu. Looks over each of you skeptically. It will not gain you his favor. I, Megrosa, am the number one here.
That's fine.
You pathetic creatures will be my subjects. Go. Use those pearls. Get out. Points towards the way you came from initially.
Just gonna head that way. I'm actually gonna climb on Aurora's back
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to swim.
Okay. You do so?
I'm sure she's big enough to carry all of us, actually.
She's a
We wanna-
large creature?
Huge.
Huge? She can carry 3 of you.
I can swim.
Yeah, so if anyone...
I'll get on.
Icilius. Ignir's fine being a shark.
Okay.
I actually have the same swim speed, so we're good.
Alright. You do so and you come back from the way you came. Slowly making your way out past the pearl-lit forest of coral. They are watching you, but they're giving you distance and space. And you see behind you, Megrosa just sort of grimaces in your direction as you fade into the...
So, what does he mean by use these pearls?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, but then I said I would keep my mouth shut, so
Can you identify them?
sure.
You want
I'll
to
take.
identify one?
Yeah.
Takes 10 minutes. Okay. Anyone want to do anything during that time while you guys are moving?
Should we go back to the Cardinal now?
No.
You said we had to bring it with us.
Well, teleport it to us when we have the heart and we need to
Yeah,
get
I
out.
forgot that can happen.
Okay. Start moving. You identify it. It can be a focus for magic. It is a black pearl of the Sea of Dread,
Okay.
which implies it's near the Isle of Dread. Which means that you could use it in your teleport spell to get at least reasonably close. You don't know how traversing the sea works, but you probably just because of the way the elemental plane works. The Sea of Worlds is probably where you're at. And it's just it's endless, but it's got boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah. You start to leave the coral, and quickly there's a drop off, and there just doesn't seem to be any other land anymore once you get out past like 10 feet. It just goes away. Like this coral reef is floating in an endless abyss. And that trench sort of defies the idea of there being a bottom at all. But nonetheless, you've made it out.
So it seems like you should probably teleport us there with the pearl.
Yeah. I can do that.
Definitely seems like the best way.
We'll, whenever we're done with what we're doing, we can just summon the Hartnell there. So.
Okay. Alright, apparently there's an endless storm here, so.
Excuse me.
Okay, so
You ready for that?
so you are attempting to teleport with a piece of the thing. Okay, so probably this one and this one. I guess we'll see. I'll go with that one too. Let's do those. I'm looking for ambiance. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah. Quite quickly. The ocean. Is it down by the sea, or is it? Do we want to do open ocean?
Under the sea.
You find yourself in knee-deep water. You're definitely touching the surface, and you are breathing air as all of you sort of start to expel without thinking out of the gills that have formed. Surprisingly, they're
Aurora's a whale.
they're on your side. Well, she's a mammal.
Sure.
But she is beached at this point. They're they're on your sides, near your lungs, and you just start expelling water out of your lungs. And it's a little awkward to breathe at first as you're sort of in between. There's lightning. There's rain everywhere. The waves are roiling. You are standing in front of, like, maybe 50 feet from now. Like, you're in this sort of rocky area as the waves sort of beat against you, and you kind of stumble a little bit and move. There's an island made entirely of shipwrecks.
Ignor, can you turn her back into her normal self?
Ewan? Yeah, I'll drop it.
Okay.
Okay, do we want to just walk in?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're kind of in it already. You're just kind of in the water.
But, like, when you say there's, like, an island made of shipwrecks, is there, like,
You're looking at a vast, miles-long stretch of what is protruding out of the water. An island.
Yeah.
Quite literally made of shipwrecks laying on top of each other's masts sticking out in directions. It is horrible to consider walking upon it. There does seem to be some form of land at some point that it's resting on. You are on some rocks right now, but even then, when you look down, there's pieces of boards, there's masts, there's pieces of... You hear nearby the sort of flick of canvas sails that are ripped and sort of torn and pulled on, like, what seems to be this sort of protruding rocky, sort of spiky thing, and also bones. Bones everywhere. You also see glints of silver, gold, diamonds in the water whenever the lightning strikes. There's light here. Again, it's sourceless. And you see maybe 3 dozen different like swirls within the storm itself, within the multiple miles that you can see out in every direction. And it's not an orb here. It's flat, so the horizon goes on very, very far.
Should we try and move inland to see if we can...
Sort of slosh through
Might
the
have to-
water.
Fly over some of this.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's try to get a little out of the water here.
Okay.
All right. You start to move forward. Are you just walking, you said?
Yeah, unless it's
Okay.
impossible to
Well, it's
walk.
just rough terrain right now.
Yeah, no, then we'll just walk.
Okay, so you sort of climb up onto the back of a former ship that's been slightly submerged. You sort of climb up to the back of it. You sort of dum dum, feet on the sort of hollow wooden sound. Stand there. The ship's wheel has been torn off, and that's somewhere. The front third of the ship is just gone. The rest of it's splintered. And just shit buffets it. I mean, you see a vast graveyard.
So we're gonna try and fly over this to get sort of a...
We probably should. What I could do is I can fly, so 2 people can ride on Aurora's back who can't. So you and, unless Agnir wants to turn us into birds or something.
It'd be better if we didn't, just because communication.
Yeah. So I'll fly, Avelios can fly.
Hmm.
You and Agnir on Aurora's back, and then levitate for Mycelius?
He can't push himself.
Uh,
And tie a rope around
I
like
could
a
drag
Lenya.
him.
I will just turn myself into a spider and ride.
Okay.
That works.
Okay.
And I'll use animal shapes to just turn into a black widow.
Okay. You turn to a black widow and you put him on your finger,
Yeah.
and he goes.
And then-
he goes. And you just.
Oh,
So you gotta catch him.
okay.
And
then
blows
I'll put
away.
him-
It's a fucking
I'll
storm.
put him in, like, I don't know, like in my fucking neckline or something, like under a plate.
Sure. It takes a second. He lands in the water a little
Tuck
bit. You
him
sort of-
away.
Your poor book lungs. I don't know how they deal with water, but. You tuck him away. You're all drenched. It's cold. Professor, at this point, you've been cold for quite a while. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Am I within
Yeah.
the aura? That would be a 17.
Okay. You're
Does
avoiding
your
exhaustion
cloak
for now.
help you? Like if you have the cold resist on?
Cold
What?
resist isn't the cloak. Fire resist.
It can be.
Do you
If
want?
you turn
hers
it
can
on.
Switch.
Do you want?
Switch. Yeah, I'll switch it.
Okay. You feel much more insulated. All right. And you want to fly?
Try to get a
you wanna fly
lay of
up?
the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you begin to fly up, and Velius is the only one using wind, right?
I'll
Okay.
have to also fly with. I mean,
Oh yeah, you're flying off of Aurora. That's right. So that means Icilius and Professor are on the Chiron. Okay. So Chiron takes flight. It's magical flight. Agnir's within there. So the 2 of you that are using wind, I'm going to need athletics or acrobatics checks. Which at this point aren't super hard for you guys, but never know.
wow.
13.
8.
Wow.
Yep. That's what I said when it rolled over to a 2.
Okay, so you guys are going real slow.
That's fine.
The two wing havers are having a rough time. And once in a while, I'll have to like grab a mast and just like fucking hold on to it for a second, like. Okay. You manage to get up and have some elevation. It does rise up quite a bit and sort of like bends a little bit, almost like a Burton movie at times. The way these things have stacked on each other and sort of hooked. You are on a part of the Isle of Dread. The Isle of Dread itself is incredibly vast. And as you get up and can see over this initial blockage, you can see that there is a bit of it that climbs up into the air. Like a sort of volcanic isle. Possibly. The isle itself has jungles upon it that are just being drenched in water. It's miles and miles long. The storm itself is roiling and very hard to deal with at times. Everybody roll me a percentile dice.
29.
23.
Every player or every character?
Every character.
57 for Aurora.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
69.
83, Agnir 24.
Wow, 3 of you got in the 20s. Okay. Okay. Pretty unlucky. There's a flash of light, and anyone who got in the 20s, you don't take the brunt of this, but you're close enough to the lightning itself to take 15 lightning damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Should I have rolled if I'm just down to 1 yet?
Well, then you got hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I get hit.
And there goes Spoder.
Ah!
As a Frenchman shoots out of your pocket and starts plummeting.
I'll
and he goes
him.
and he goes no, you're getting electrocuted. He goes and slams down about 30 feet into the wood, and you take 10 bludgeoning damage from the fall, Agnir. As you and a little bit of that is piercing damage for sure as you get stabbed a few times, but you are able to, unless you are dead, you are able to climb up out of that. And I don't think you're dead, but you are dipped very low in deep doctor thought right now. So I don't know what you're looking at, but
I'm dropping to 0 hit points ends animal shapes on me.
if it ends animal shapes, yeah, I believe it
It
does.
says transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops to 0 hit points.
That's correct.
It doesn't say
What?
if the spell is ended.
Is the target considered Agnir, or is the target considered
The
spider?
the transformation lasts. I'd let you make a concentration check.
Okay.
So it'll be 2 of them. Both just need
Okay.
10.
Pass the first. Pass the second.
Okay. Yeah, just the transformation ends.
Okay.
You slam into some of that.
I'll transform myself into a regular-sized eagle
Okay.
and catch up.
You hear whatever awful sounds eagles actually make, and you fly. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check. See how well you're doing.
Don't need it. 15?
Okay. All right. Not too bad. Eagle's a little bit easier, a little lighter. Get blown around a little bit more, but you can cut through the air a little bit easier. Okay. So, what do you want to do?
The Leviathan is like a water dragon, right?
That's
Egnir, go ahead and make a just I guess like a are you proficient in nature?
Yeah.
Make a nature check. Because you have some information on this.
Now if I roll like that, though, I rolled an 8.
An 8 is not a dragon. It's not dragon-like.
Earth things, dragon or not dragon.
You know for sure it's elemental, obviously. Icilius can roll a history check.
Icilius?
Yep.
13?
Well, he grew up. I'd say Lenya as well. You've been coastal.
I was literally on a cliffside town.
Yep, which is not a dock, and not at all where boating happens at our cliff sides, but definitely
there...
coastal. There was not.
Oh, I remember there being
Nightstone specifically does not have a dock.
No, we literally took a boat there and then
took
went
a boat
up
to the cliffside.
Yeah, we had to climb the cliffside.
I guess
That doesn't mean they have a vast nautical, doesn't mean like ships come in a lot. But
Well,
you're
that's
near
not
enough
good either.
Marengo. You're near enough. Near enough some of these places.
Said history?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay. Between the two of you, you only know the myth. So you just going on myth. Leviathan is something that is sometimes considered a sea monster. Some people say like krakens and fucking hydras, lots of sea monsters all over the place, different kinds. When people talk about Leviathan, it tends to be associated with the storm, specifically, and the storm is what takes the ship and they say that they see the Leviathan and there's only one survivor and he gets drunk at a bar and tells this weird story and he goes, I was there. You can't tell if it's rumor or myth, but there's sometimes in myth there is some truth. So it being elemental and having aspects of the storm involved, it's storming.
It did say Leviathan doesn't have a body.
Is it literally the storm itself? Do we have to kill the weather?
A storm?
Well, it's a water elemental, right?
I mean,
Egnir,
rain, storm.
what if you alter the weather again? Make the storm stop.
Caw.
He's a bird right now.
Caw. Okay.
Apparently, they say it doesn't have a body, and it is always with the storm. So if we stop the storm, either we draw out a manifestation of it or we hurt it by ending the storm. So
Is there land below us?
Is there land? Are you looking for a plot of land
Yeah.
that isn't ship? Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Insight.
What do you got?
Actually, 20.
You break up a lot. You need to consider your noise gate.
I don't know how to
It's
fix that.
pissing me off, okay?
it's in your settings in Discord.
I just want to hear your goddamn voice.
I'll hear
You
syphilis or whatever you got.
Every time someone else talks, you get your
shoved
audio
under.
cuts.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix any of that.
You son of a bitch.
It's really simple. You go into settings,
Oh,
and then it's like,
wow, stank.
Okay, click on your settings, voice and
Yeah.
video.
Stream, it'll be great.
We'll do it
I'm
after the
just
stream.
trying to-
Okay.
I don't care. Whatever.
I'll send you screenshots.
Send you the middle finger, you piece of shit.
I just offered to cure your syphilis.
That's true. That's true. Okay, you find yourself. Let me see. There is a little bit of space. Oh, fuck off. Trying to find a. Yeah. Okay. You find a small sort of shipwreck on sort of like a coastal area. There's some foliage and stuff. It's very heavily damaged. Half of the ship is broken off and just gone. Like the back half of it's just gone somewhere. And the rest of the half, it's a little bit in the water, and then it's just beached. And you also see what seems to be the leftovers of what was probably a camp here for as long as anyone survived. Long disused. But you do see a little pocket of space that isn't wreck, and there does seem to be like wet beach sand down at the coast.
Okay. I will land there and to ignore.
Yeah, I lost that. Did anyone? Did you guys lose that too? And
That seemed even worse. Okay. I will land there and switch back to Egnir,
okay.
and then drive the tip of Arbica into the ground,
All right.
and change the weather to just clear sunshine.
Okay. Take Arbica and the storm itself. Clears slowly and then becomes a relatively light drizzle. The waves lap. The clouds start to move away. Still a little bit of that distant every once in a while. Sunshine's a strong word. It's sourceless, but it is light, and it's warmish. It's not like tropical. But it's better than it was. Seems like it's working.
And that'll last for 50 minutes.
Okay. Standing there. And then Avelios, you see off in the distance, where the storm is still brewing, sort of a bulge in the water.
I'm gonna point that out and be like, guys, I think it's working.
And at first you think it's growing, but pretty quickly you see it's moving toward you.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
All right, everyone, get ready.
Starts to roil up.
I'm gonna
Okay,
hop on
you, my
Aurora's
bow.
back.
It's moving toward the beach.
Unless you guys need her to fly, someone hop on with me right now.
It's about 1,000.
Whoever
Jump
wants
up.
to be
about
with me.
1,000 feet away from you.
I can probably shoot from the beach, I'm
It
guessing.
roils. Continues about 500 feet away from you, about the beachhead. 250 feet away from you. You can just see this water. It looks like there's something under the water, just pushing towards you. And then to the left and right of you, water jets, and the front of you as a wall of water explodes out of the ocean, 250 feet high, 250 feet wide, and 50 feet thick. And it crashes into you. It's a tidal wave.
Oh boy. Hold on for your butt to your butt.
Oh.
And as the waves loom over you, about to crash into you, onto this beach, we'll leave it there until next time.
Oh my fucking god.
Boy.
You guys talked to a kraken and got away.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Apparently,
it.
You said
The kraken
exactly what
doesn't
you
like-
needed to say.
the Kraken doesn't like the Leviathan, so
No, he does not.
hey, I'll take the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Friend, yeah.
Well,
For ancient, lawful, evil bastards.
That's fine. It's fine. It's lawful evil, you know, so it has a code.
that's right.
Okay,
That's how
we're
things
on the
work.
line now. Lawful,
know?
evil, because they have a code, chaotic good.
Look, we could find the lawful part. We could work things out.
This is Walter Sobchak's.
For the
See what
record,
you want.
Darth Vader is lawful evil, so I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, and he ended up being good. So
He killed a bunch of children, so
A lot of
yeah,
children.
but like in the end, he was like,
Wait, who's
Well-
who's
I don't
lawful
really wanna
evil?
be evil.
Darth Vader.
No, no.
I
He
don't
said
think he
sorry
would
on
be
his
lawful evil.
deathbed, so he gets to go to heaven.
No, who else was lawful evil though? The Krakens?
I think. No, not this one.
Well, I mean, they're chaotic evil in the monster manual.
Oh, it's chaotic evil.
Oh well, then it could turn on us at any point. So
Well, lawful evil.
I mean,
could
we already
too.
got here. Who says we have to go back and talk to him?
Serving his.
We
Those
just
are
get the
merely-
license and
once we kill it, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Those
I'm not.
are merely guidelines. Okay. We don't know what
And then
kind
this
of shit
entire
we're doing.
Drop
plane
the
is ruled
D4.
by a kraken. That's fine.
My foot's gonna get
Sure.
stabbed, and that's how I'm gonna find it, isn't it?
Well, all right. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next Wednesday. we're winding down. We got a fight, prep, maybe 2 preps, and
Wait, is the elemental chaos a fight?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, you have to fucking. Well,
Okay,
you'll see.
Talk them out. Talk it out.
It's called the Elemental Chaos.
Look, we
You'll
can
see.
talk it
You'll
out.
see. Fight's maybe a strong word, but you'll see. We might be down, including an epilogue. We're between 5 and 7 away.
That's only like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Unless it takes
I'll
you a
be
long
working.
time.
It's gonna take a long time. We gotta
Randy,
play
take
this.
time
we're gonna
off and
play
come
this-
help me paint all the army of shit we have to fight for the last episode, please.
And take time off from working in the ICU.
When are you done with the ICU?
June.
That's almost perfect. So yeah.
If you need someone to come help, I'm shitty at it, but if you need just like
April
a bunch of
1st.
foot soldiers or something, I could come help.
It's
We
A month
might
and a-
need
for
to do
now
that.
would be like May 13th.
Yep, ICU.
So yeah.
We'd have to get to 9 sessions minimum to hit June.
No, you wouldn't. You can just skip a day.
Yeah, we could skip.
We're waiting
True.
until Randy is in person to do the.
Yeah, we
fight.
need
yeah,
Randy
that's
to be
smart.
here
It's not happening
anyway.
without it. So.
Maybe we do every other week if we have to stretch it.
Huh?
June-ish. Sometime in June.
So take time off in June as much as you can, and then we'll prep it for your vacation. And I will treat you to pizza every day. Or nuggies.
I do like me some nuggies.
I know,
Get some of
right?
those good ass.
That'll be
tenders.
after my spring break. There should be more ways to sleep in my house as well.
What does that mean?
Oh.
He's getting another bed probably.
Where are you
gonna-
putting it? The basement? Or...
No. I'm gonna put it in this room. And I have a whole plan. It's gonna be mostly for cat and dog, but also I'll be able to sleep on it if I need to. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good, or anybody can sleep in it really.
Terror. I'm
Pretty
gonna be
excited.
sad, but also excited.
So consider
I'm excited for camping too, but it's gonna be sad not hanging out with these characters anymore.
Consider your
Yeah.
epilogues. Consider what your characters want to do if they survive. Consider what they would want to happen if they do not survive.
Already got both.
And
It's gonna be nice to only have one person in my head again.
and if you need to talk to
At
another
a time,
another
anyway.
character during your downtime sessions, you can. And then we're doing the final battle for as long as it takes. So if it takes 1-2 sessions, I don't know.
12 hours.
If you you won't be at work, so we won't have to start at 8:30, so that could work.
Probably start at like noon, like the old days.
I'll even move it to, we could crush it on a Tuesday, Wednesday if we need to.
Get in the basement and just be down there for 12 hours.
If we were doing Tuesdays, we wouldn't be able to start till 8 o'clock.
Well, you know, whatever's going on, we can double up, we can triple up, we can do a couple days in a week. We can finish it out and make it glorious. It's gonna be good.
Wednesday, Thursday would be.
Wednesday, Thursday. There we go. We'll probably do a Wednesday.
Those are my 2
Thursday.
days off.
We'll probably do that then, whenever it happens. We'll have a big party together and we'll celebrate. And I got some nifty gifties for you guys.
Gifty.
Nifty gifties. A little something to commemorate. And like Sarah
Go.
wanted to do something for her specific character, so maybe we can do it for everybody.
Oh, I wanted to make shadow box. It's like a shadow box with all my character stuff in it, my mini and the dice. So
Yeah. It'll be a good time. So, and fret not. We'll take a bit of time, maybe do some alive, and then we'll have campaign 2 when the table's all set up. Very excited. All right, thanks for hanging out. It's been a really good time. There may be a meme drop, I'm not sure. Head over to the official Discord if you'd like to. Of course, we'll be back on Wednesday. We love your faces.